Good evening, everybody, and welcome on into another play-by-play edition of Phillies Baseball with your boy, Play-by-Play with JJ. My name is Jason Joseph. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic Tuesday night. If you are new to the channel, we go live for almost every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons. Make sure that your personalized notifications are turned on, especially during this next couple of months, because we got a lot of content coming up with the Phillies and with the Birds. So make sure that you keep your notification bell icons on. Yes. All right. So the Phillies have 25 games left in this regular season, which is really hard to believe. This will be game number 128. So they are 81-56, and they are playing at the Rogers Center tonight, taking on the Toronto Blue Jays, who are 5 games under 500, and just had a really bad loss against the Minnesota Twins. And we'll talk a little bit about that in just a few moments. But I first want to talk about the Phillies they ended up beating the Braves and took 3 out of 4 over the weekend, and that was a really big series for the Phillies. At this point, they got to rack up the wins. Their magic number now is 19 to just clinch the division, and that's big. So you're 7 games above the Atlanta Braves, and you just got to take care of your own business. You control your own destiny, and that's really huge. I don't care if the Braves were a little bit banged up and they were playing their B squad. You had to get those wins, and they took the series, and that's what they did, and that's what matters the most at the end of the day. Now we're on to Toronto, and you got to focus on that series. So Chris Bassitt will be on the bump for the Blue Jays, and he'll be going up against Tyler Phillips. And Phillips this season does have a 4-1 record, a 5.50 ERA. This is going to be a big outing for him tonight. I'm hoping that he gives you a really good quality start and goes at least 5 innings. If he goes 5 innings, allows 3 earned runs, and gives up a total of 6 hits, I think that that's an all right start for Tyler Phillips. At this point, Taijuan Walker has been moved to the bullpen. He has not given you enough as the 5th starter this season, and if Tyler can just go out there and give you a nice quality start, I think that that should be all right, and that's really the most that you can ask for. So that's what I'm going to be looking for in tonight's game. If he can just do that, I think that that will be totally fine. Anything more is a plus. It really is. The last time that he pitched, he went 4 1/3, allowed 5 earned runs on 9 hits. He did have 4 strikeouts, 1 walk allowed, but just has not been his self ever since the complete game shutout that he had back on July 27th. Ever since then, he's only gone really like 11 innings, and he's allowed 17 earned runs. It's really just been a different story ever since he had that complete game shutout where he only allowed 4 hits. So just get a nice quality start out of him today, and I think that that's all that you can ask for in regards to Tyler Phillips. Now, in regards to Chris Bassitt, the Phillies have actually struggled against him. The last time that he did pitch, he went 6 2/3 against the Red Sox, which was on Wednesday, August 28th, and he did have 9 strikeouts. The Phillies do tend to struggle against him. Earlier this season, he went 6 1/3 when he faced the Phillies back in May, and he had 6 strikeouts, 2 walks allowed, 2 earned runs, and 3 hits. And the Toronto Blue Jays were able to get the win against them. So they're going to have really good at-bats against him. Even when he was on the Mets, he seemed to really dominate the Phillies, and the Phillies were just really off balance because they couldn't hit the off-speed pitches that he was throwing. So they got to have a very patient approach at the plate. They need to also utilize the opposite part of the field, and I think if they can do that, that'll set the offense up for success tonight and give Tyler Phillips a little bit of a cushion. That's what you're going to need in regards to that. So let's get into the starting lineups. Don't forget to like and subscribe. What's going on, Norman? What's going on, Liverpool? What is up, everybody that is on here? I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Means the world to me. All right, so Phillies are playing at the Rogers Center in Toronto. It is 69 degrees. Phillies, of course, are indoors. Kyle Schwarber will be leading things off for the Phils. Then it'll be Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Nick Castellanos, Bryson Stott, JT Realmuto, Brandon Marsh, Edmundo Sosa, and Johan Rojas. We did get an update on Alec Bohm. He is not supposed to go on the IL Alex Coffey did speak to Rob Thompson earlier, and Rob Thompson said, quote, that Bohm is getting better, quote unquote, but not as quickly as they thought. They are erring on the side of caution, and he doesn't want Bohm to get into bad habits when he swings. It's not going to be an IL stint, according to Rob Thompson, but he'll likely rejoin the team when they play in Miami. The pitch, and that's taken for a ball, so we are underway. 1 ball, no strikes. Chris Bassitt on the bump for the Blue Jays, so we're in their white tops and white bottoms. And the 1-0 pitch is taken all the way for strike one at the kneecaps. Bassitt is pitching in his 28th game of the season. His ERA has been pretty high. He has a 4.27 ERA and 149 strikeouts and 152 innings of work. And he has also surrendered a total of 57 walks. The pitch to Schwarber in the air, hit out over to deep right field, and there's the 12th leadoff homer of the season for Kyle Schwarber. And just like that, the Phillies go up 1-0 at the Rogers Center. Kaboom for Kyle. Man, did he crush that thing. That was a hanging breaking ball left out over the middle of the plate. And Kyle Schwarber gives the Phillies the lead. And here comes Trey Turner, and the first pitch that he sees is taken that on the inside. Corner for strike one. How are you, JJ? I'm feeling pretty good after that Kyle Schwarber home run. I need to see the Schwarbombs in the chat after that. Let's go. The ball is 1 strike to Trey Turner. And the next pitch, and that's it's actually taken a little bit outside for ball 1. So Schwarber with a leadoff home run. Like I mentioned, that's his 12th leadoff homer of the season. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch on the way, ground ball down the third base line. It is a fair ball, and it goes all the way towards the corner. Turner's easily going to get 2. Varsho throws it. It's cut off by the shortstop, and Trey Turner gets on with an extra base hit, and he's standing over at second base. So the Phillies so far just able to capitalize against Chris Bassitt. And I'm surprised that the third baseman, Addison Barger, wasn't played over towards that third base line. But the Phillies will certainly take that, and Turner is in scoring position, and Bryce Harper is coming up to bat with the blue batting gloves. Bassitt kicks and fires, and it's up high and away. Harper batting .281 on the season with 26 homers and 76 RBI. On deck is Nick Castellanos. Bassitt with 7 pitches already in the first, and the 1-0 is off the plate again for ball 2. He does not look comfortable out there. Harper batting .340 with runners in scoring position and 11 home runs and 56 RBI this season. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Harper takes a high strike. It's in there for strike 1. Sean Barber, who's the home plate umpire, made the call. Ryan Blackney is over at first base, and then it's Jim Wolf, who's the second base umpire, and Alan Porter is over at third base. Nobody out. Top of the first, a runner on at second, and the 2-1 swing and a miss. He got a cutter, Bryce Harper. That was out of the zone, and it was a 2-0 count, and now the count is tied up. Phillies are in their gray tops, gray bottoms, with the red Phillies spelled on the front side of the chest. And the eyes have the blue star on top. The pitch fouled away, and we'll do it again. Phillies did play the Blue Jays earlier in the season. They won the first game by a score of 10-1. The second game, Chris Bassitt pitched and went up against Aaron Nola. Bassitt ended up getting the win. His team won 5-3. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bassitt looks back at second, and now back to the plate, and the pitch. High again for ball 3. Harper lifetime is just 0 for 8 against Bassitt and has struck out 3 times against him. He has also walked 1 time. Bassitt will disengage for a quick second. He doesn't throw it back over to second base, but he takes time off the rubber. 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. Harper will get a chance to try to get on base here, as the count is full. And the next pitch up high for ball 4, but it's a called strike 3. Wow. And Harper strikes out looking on a bad call by Sean Barber. That should have been called ball 4. That was above the zone. And Barber says he's out. That's not the right call. Turner still is over at second base. Surprised. The pitch to Castellanos, and he takes a sinker at the kneecaps for strike 1. Casty wearing the red batting gloves. Of course, he got the walk-off hit in Sunday night's game for the Phils to help them take 3 of 4 against the Atlanta Braves. 0-1 is the count, and the next pitch is a sinker that misses in the dirt. The Toronto Blue Jays will have Vladdy Guerrero Jr. playing over at first base. Then it's Will Wagner, who's over at second base. Over at third will be Addison Barger. And the shortstop is Ernie Clement, who's playing for Bichette, who's on the IL. Pitch to Castellanos, and that is lined foul towards the left field corner. In the outfield for Toronto, Joey Loper-Fido is playing out in left field. The center fielder will be Dalton Varsho. And then George Springer is playing out in right field. Catching behind the plate will be Alejandro Kirk. And back on the bump is Chris Bassitt. 1-0 Phils. They got a leadoff homer from Kyle Schwarber. Turner's over at second. The 1-2 pitch, that's taken for strike 3. Turner does go over to third, though, and the throw is not in time. And Trey does get in there. He dives in there safely, but he got shooken up a little bit. He dove head first. And Dusty Wathan is over there to just try to check up on him and see if Turner is okay. Don't know if he jammed his finger or not. Sort of stumbled a little bit just getting back up. And had his head down. But he's okay. He's in the game. Castellanos goes down looking on strikes. And Bryson Stott's coming up. Turner got on with a double. He's over at third base as he stole third. Turner with his 15th stolen base. He's 15 for 60 now in stolen base opportunities this season. And the pitch, that is taken for a strike. Stott hitting .242 with 10 homers and 48 RBI. And the pitch, that is taken low and away for a ball. Alejandro Kirk has been an interesting player for the Toronto Blue Jays. He was platooning with Danny Jansen for a little bit of time. Now he's been their catcher for Toronto. 1-1, and that's fouled back over towards the screen. Backup catcher now for the Blue Jays is Brian Servin, who's 29 years old. But Kirk is 25. He's 5'8", weighs 245 pounds. And is now playing in his 5th season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bassitt gets set just above the belt, winds up and delivers, swing and a miss, and Chris Bassitt strikes out the side as Stott chases after a fastball, and the inning is over, but the Phillies do go up 1-0 on a leadoff homer by Kyle Schwarber. And we head to the bottom of the first. It's 1-0 Phils at the Rogers Center. Okay. So let's get into the Blue Jays starting lineup. Again, if you are new to the channel, comment down below. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hopefully you're all having yourselves a very fantastic night. Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on those notification bell icons as well. Go live for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football on here. Let's get into the lineup for the Jays. Well, it'll be George Springer leading things off, playing out in right field. Then it's Dalton Varsho, who's out in center field, batting second. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is playing over at first base, and he's batting third in this lineup. Spencer Horwitz is batting in the cleanup spot and is the DH in tonight's game. Will Wagner is playing over at second base, batting fifth, and manager John Schneider decides to go with Alejandro Kirk, batting sixth, playing over at the catcher position. Then at third base, batting seventh, is Addison Barger, and Ernie Clement is the shortstop in tonight's game, batting eighth, and the caboose will be Joey Loperfido, who's playing out in left field and is batting ninth. So just to recap one more time, it's Springer, Varsho, Guerrero, Horwitz, Wagner, Kirk, Barger, Clement, and Loperfido. They're all in the lineup for the Toronto Blue Jays from 1 through 9. And the guy that's on the mound for the Phillies will be Tyler Phillips. And Phillips this season has a 4-1 record, a 5.50 ERA, 27 strikeouts, and 36 innings of work, 7 walks allowed on the season as well. So this will be his seventh start of the season. Did not have a good month of August. Had a really good month of July, though. And George Springer, who's hitting .216 this season, will be the first victim that Tyler Phillips will have to face. So Phillips looking for his fifth win, throws the first pitch that's in there for strike one at 94 miles per hour. Springer just hitting .216. He's had a down year this season with 19 homers and 55 runs produced. The 0-1, strike two on the inside corner. So no balls, 2 strikes, and Phillips winds up and fires the pitch. Line drive it out over to left center field, and that's going to drop in front of Johan Rojas for a base hit, and Springer is able to get a leadoff single out to center field. Phillips needs to really try to command that slider. He left one hanging out just on the outside corner at the knees, and Springer, who's a really good veteran, has been around for quite some time. Can't fool him on that. So leadoff single, and up to bat is Dalton Varsho, who takes it wide for ball one. Dalton is 28 years old from Marshfield, Wisconsin. He has a .414 slugging percentage, batting on the left side, 17 homers and 56 runs produced as well. The 1-0 pitch is a sweeper that misses low and inside for ball two. Ended up going 0 for 4 against the Phillies in the one game that he played back in May when Toronto was in Philadelphia. And he struck out 3 times. 2-0 pitch. That is on the outside corner, according to Sean Barber, for strike one. Varsho did it a 2-run homer on Saturday's game against the Minnesota Twins, where they shut them out 15-0. Also had a double in that game and a walk as well. 2-1 pitch on the way. Line drive, foul ball. Barrios ended up going up against his former ball club and got his 14th win. And it was Zerby Matthews, the 24-year-old for the Minnesota Twins, who got the loss. The pitch. It's inside for ball 3. Count is full. In that particular game, 4 Blue Jays had at least 3 hits. 3-2. That's chopped foul. Will Wagner went 5 for 6, scored 3 runs and had a homer. And right behind him, Nathan Lukes ended up getting 4 hits and 6 at bats. Payoff pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out over towards deep center field. Rojas looks up and it is gone. And Dalton Varsho able to get another home run. That's his first homer of the day. It's a 2-run shot, and the Blue Jays go up 2-1. That was the same type of a pitch that was thrown to George Springer, just a slider on the outside corner. And Varsho able to knock that one out of here, and that's the second game in a row where he has homered. That's his 18th this year. So now it's Vladdy Guerrero Jr., who takes a pitch right down Broad Street for strike 1. It was also his 57th and 58th runs batted in. Pitch to Guerrero. Ground ball past Edmundo Sosa into left field for a hit. And Vladdy Guerrero Jr. gets on with a single. Edmundo Sosa, they cut pretty late, but I think it was a routine ground ball that he should have had. Have to look at the replay. They cut really late, though, on the NBC Sports Philadelphia cast. By the time that they cut over to third base, the ball was out in left field. That just went underneath Edmundo Sosa's glove. He had to play it on a bounce over towards his left side. So now it's Spencer Horwitz. Gets a crack at it and takes a sinker for strike 1. Right at the kneecaps. On the defensive side of the diamond for Philadelphia, Tyler Phillips is pitching. JT Realmuto is the battery behind the plate. Over at first base, it's Harper. Second base, it's Stott, as the next pitch is lined out over to left field, and Marsh can't get over to it. It's going to bounce all the way towards the wall. Horwitz will jog on over to second base. Stopping at third is Guerrero Jr., and there's still nobody out in the bottom of the first. 4 hits in a row, and Horwitz is at second, and Guerrero's over at third. Sosa's playing over at third base for the Phils, and the shortstop is Trey Turner. And then the outfielder will be Marsh in left, Rojas in center, and Castellanos in right field. Still nobody out in the bottom of the first. The Phillies were able to strike first and get a solo homer from Kyle Schwarber. And then in the bottom of the first, Dalton Varsho hit a 2-run homer. That was after George Springer singled out to center. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. would then follow up after the home run allowed by Varsho and would get on with a single, and then Spencer Horwitz would double. So time is called as Caleb Cotham wanted to have a conversation with Tyler Phillips. Again, ever since the 4-hit complete game shutout, he has really been struggling. Will Wagner comes up and stares at a pitch that's high and inside. Phillips is from Lumberton, New Jersey. Stands at 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighs 225 pounds. And throws the 1-0. Looked a little bit outside, but it's called a strike anyways. And the Phillies will certainly take that. Wagner's a lefty. He's playing over at second base tonight. Mentioned before that he had 5 hits on Saturday's win. It was a 15-0 win for the Blue Jays. And the 1-1, that misses for ball 2. A single, a homer, a single, and a double, all allowed by Tyler Phillips, and still nobody out in the bottom of the first. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. And four-seamer just dipped. I don't even know if that was really a four-seamer. It looked more like a changeup there. But it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the 2-2 on the way. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. This will at least get 1 run home, and the throw is made over to first base, and the Blue Jays, they get an RBI ground out from Will Wagner as Vladdy Guerrero Jr. scores, and heading over to third base is Horwitz. That makes it now 3-1, Toronto. That was a good pitch thrown by Phillips, and a good job by Trey Turner to just play up the middle and scoop it up. Make a nice throw over to first. You weren't going to have time to throw out Vladdy Guerrero Jr. at the plate. First pitch to Alejandro Kirk is fouled back over towards the screen. Kirk this year has 41 RBI and just 5 homers. And he flares this one out over towards shallow center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It gets by, almost got by Johan Rojas. But it is a long single by Alejandro Kirk. And scoring from third is Spencer Horwitz. And that makes it now 4-1, Toronto. Not really a good pitch there either. It sort of was on the inside corner, and Rojas dodged a bullet there because he came running in, and then he sort of slowed up, and then it took a weird bounce. Hit his shoe tops, and then just went over towards his right side, and Marsh sort of overran. That gets by the both of them. That spells more trouble. Addison Barger is up to bat over on the left side of the plate. And the pitch is fouled off. Barger is the 7th man to bat in this bottom of the first. Already 4 runs scored by Toronto. The ball is 2 strikes. And the pitch, and that is going to get away from JT. It's a wild pitch, but staying over at first base is Alejandro Kirk. It was heading over towards the first base side, so Kirk doesn't have the best speed in the world. It was probably wise for him to stay there. One ball, 2 strikes. Phillips with his 25th pitch of the inning. And the pitch on the way is a foul ball chopped over towards the first base side. If you guys are just coming in, I appreciate you all tuning in. I really do. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy my play-by-play commentary, that's what you should do, man. Win or lose, we go on here every single game, and we stay on for the full 9 innings. 1-2 pitch on the way. He did not go. He just held up his swing. And it's now a 2-2 count. Phillies have played the Toronto Blue Jays in the regular season 76 times. In the 2-2 pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over towards deep right field. Castellanos goes back towards the track, and it is gone. And a 6-run bottom of the first by the Toronto Blue Jays as Barger hits a 2-run homer. And there's still 1 out. So Addison Barger takes Tyler Phillips deep. And that makes it 6-1. Fastball right down the middle, and Barger just got a good piece of it. It was off pretty much towards the end of the bat, but he was still able to just tail it on out of here. And Ernie Clement comes up and takes a strike on the inside corner to make it an 0-1 count. Cotham is going to go over to the phones, and somebody is going to be warming up in the Phillies bullpen. The pitch, there's a blooper that's hit out over towards right center field. Stock can't make the catch. Does barehanded, though, on the bounce. And Clement gets another single. And that is the 7th hit of this inning. just off the tail end of the bat again. Just seems like that a lot of the pitches that Phillips are throwing are just elevated. He's not getting the command on the sliders. Everything is flat. First pitch to Joey Loperfido is taken, looked a little bit high for a ball, but it's called a strike anyways by Sean Barber. He is the 9th man to come on up to the plate, and there's still 1 out. The 0-1 pitch. That is inside and low for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. And 1 out in the bottom of the first. And the 1-1 is fouled back towards the screen. So the Phillies so far have allowed 6 runs in just the first inning. And we're not even through, and Tanner Banks already warming up in the Phillies bullpen. One ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that is grounded foul. The Blue Jays are 67-72, which is good for last place in the AL East. They are 1 game behind the Rays and 13.5 behind the Yankees, who lead the division. 1-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Tyler Phillips gets the 2nd out of the inning, and that's his first strikeout on the day. So 2 outs, and George Springer, who started off this inning with a single, is going to get a second chance against Tyler Phillips here. Sort of reminds you of the outing that he had against the Seattle Mariners, where he allowed 8 runs and did not last long. The pitch, swing and a miss. Todd Zalecki just tweeted out and said, quote, Rob Thompson said before the game that Jose Alvarado needs to pitch today. The pitch on the way, ground ball over towards the right side and into right field for a base hit. Castellanos does get over to it, and heading on over to third base will be Ernie Clement. And Springer gets on with a single, so that is the 8th hit allowed in this inning by Tyler Phillips. And Rob Thompson has seen enough. And Tyler's night is done just like that. Todd Zalecki also said that Rob also said that he wanted to try to get Taijuan Walker in the game. Not under these circumstances, though, of course. So pitch and change for the Phils. We have a call to the bullpen, and they're down 6-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. All right. Sure you guys like and subscribe. I was going to ask you what your final score predictions are. I hope that you're all doing well. I think it's safe to say it's not Tyler Phillips' nights as RB. Yeah, man. All right. We're still in the bottom of the first. What time is it? 7:36 p.m. Eastern Time. Brooke Dexter just tweeted out, just turned on the game. JJ, thank you so much for the gifted membership. That means a lot to me. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. Appreciate you for coming on. David says season's over. It's 18-1, Toronto. J-Mess says 15-2. Love the enthusiasm in the chat. It's great. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. The Nationals lead at 4-0 in the top of the 4th. With 2 outs and 2 runners on. And then the Minnesota Twins have a 1-0 lead out in Tampa Bay. The Phillies will be playing against the Rays next week. That should be an interesting matchup. The Red Sox are out in Citi Field, taking on the Mets. It's in the bottom of the second. It is a scoreless ball game there. The Braves are hosting the Colorado Rockies. Every series for them now is pretty much a playoff series, along with the New York Mets. And then the St. Louis Cardinals will be playing out in Milwaukee for a rival game that starts at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Yankees are in Arlington, Texas, and will be playing at 8:05. Dodgers and Halos are out there in LA, playing at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Angels are the home team. Pittsburgh will be out in Chicago. That game will be at 7:40. And then the Guardians have another big series against the Kansas City Royals out at Kauffman Stadium. The game starts at 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Here we go. Tanner Banks is now going to pitch. And the first pitch that he throws is in there for a strike. Remember, the runners over at first and third are his responsibility, Tyler Phillips. Seattle is out in Oakland. And that game will begin at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Time. And the Giants are hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks, who have been red hot. Next pitch on the way, and that's fouled off. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Tanner Banks does get the strikeout, and the inning is over. But the Toronto Blue Jays strike 6 runs and have 8 hits in the first inning. And we head to the top of the second. Phillies are down by 5. Okay. Things are not going well in Toronto as Tanner Banks comes in to replace Tyler Phillips in the first inning. So he just goes 2/3, allows 8 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 strikeout, and Tanner Banks comes on in to replace him. We don't have a 5th starter. A good time to find out, says Nicholas. I appreciate you all so much for being here. Whoever was my 4,040th subscriber, I do appreciate that very, very much. Means a lot to me, man. So JT will lead things off for the Phillies in the top of the second inning. So we'll get over to that. Phillies are 32-44 against the Blue Jays as their all-time head-to-head record. First time that they played the Blue Jays was on June 13th of 1997. Phillies had 7 hits in that game, scored 4 runs, and beat the Blue Jays 4-3. They would end up losing the series, though. Lost the next game 3-2. And then the game after that, the series finale, the score was 11-1. Last time that they played against the Blue Jays, though, we mentioned it before, but it was back in May. It was on May 8th. Blue Jays and the Phillies split that 2-game set. So JT is up to bat. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up in the order. And the first pitch to realmuto was taken for strike 1 right at the knees. JT batting .259 this season with 11 homers and 37 RBI. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Bassitt's on the bump. He allowed a leadoff homer to Kyle Schwarber in the top of the first. And then Turner got on with a double. The 0-2, and there's a fly ball hit out over to right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Springer does play it on a high bounce, and JT gets on with the leadoff single to start off the top of the second. After the double hit by Trey Turner, Bryce Harper struck out looking on what should have been called ball 4. Nick Castellanos then struck out looking, and then Bryson Stott struck out swinging. And that's how the first inning ended. Hopefully the Phillies can try to get some runs back here. Comes Brandon Marsh, who's the left fielder in tonight's game for Philadelphia. And he takes that one low. Marsh hitting .244. There's a .321 on base percentage as well. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch, that's just a hair outside. Two balls, no strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the next pitch, that is high, not by much, for ball 3. Marsh is batting .250 against the Toronto Blue Jays in 13 games. Has a total of 10 hits, 4 RBI, and 5 runs scored. 3 balls, no strikes. And the pitch by Bassitt is in there for strike 1. It was a sinker right down the pike. Last time that he faced the Blue Jays, on May 8th, he went 1 for 4 and scored 2 runs. Three balls, 1 strike. And the windup in the pitch to Marsh. Fly ball hit out over to left field. It's looking foul and goes out of play. Marsh is only hitting .120 against AL East opponents this season. That's in 7 games. 3-2 pitch, high and away for ball 4, and Marsh does get on with a walk, and that's going to put JT over at second base. What's up, Eagles? How you doing, man? Now bring up Edmundo Sosa. 2 good at-bats. Bassitt in his last 5 starts, we mentioned that he's been struggling. He's had a lot of success, though, against the Phillies, but in his last 5 outings, he's 1-3. Opponents are batting .234 against him, but he has a 5.34 ERA. And the pitch, and that is taken for strike 1. Right down the middle to Edmundo Sosa. The balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Edmundo, here it is. It's a ground ball, foul ball towards the right side. Well, JT was down in the count 0-2, and he got on with the single out to right field. Marsh did have a nice at-bat and drew a walk. Be nice to see Sosa try to get on here. 6-1 Toronto, and we're only in the top of the second. Phillies do have 2 runners on, though, with nobody out. No balls, 2 strikes to Sosa, and the pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That sinker was inside, and Sosa strikes out on 3 pitches. The thing was dancing all the way inside. Sosa thought it was going to stay out over the middle, but it just tailed in. And now the 9-hole hitter, Yohan Rojas, is due up to bat. First pitch to Rojas, swing and a miss. That was a sweeper. It just got the inside corner. So Chris Bassitt, who's on the bump for the Toronto Blue Jays, is now 35 years old. Was an all-star with the Oakland Athletics back in 2021. And the pitch on the way, ground ball hit over to third. The throw over the second, there's 1. Throw over to first in time for a 5-4-3 double play. So, an around-the-horn double play does end the inning after the Phillies get a leadoff single and a walk. But Sosa strikes out and Rojas grounds into a double play. And the inning is over as we head to the bottom of the second. It's 6-1 Toronto. Okay. So we're going to the bottom of the second. How many people are going to be tuning in on Friday night to my Eagles call? That's my poll question that I want to know. If you are going to be tuning in, let me know on the poll. All right, we have 86 votes. 72% of you have said I will. 28% of you have said no. I know that not a lot of people are going to be doing the Phillies game that night, and really we should be doing the Phillies game because we're probably not going to be getting a lot of people tuning in. I don't expect for the Eagles game. So really I should be doing the Phillies game. But it is what it is. We'll have to compete with the other people. And I want to do it because, I'll be honest with you, my work at 97.3 ESPN might increase, and I might have to cover 97.3 when the Eagles are playing some of the time. So I really don't know how many games I'm going to be able to do, but I know that this week and Monday night at least, we're going to be doing both of those games. So I would appreciate it if you guys tuned in. It would mean a lot to me, even if you're not a football fan and if you're not a fan of the Eagles. We're a play-by-play channel, and I try to give you guys the best type of coverage, and I'd like to hear critiques from you all. So, 213 people tuning in. That's great. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. 10 more subs until we get to 4,050. You're also more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. You certainly don't have to. If you want to become a member, you just click on the link down below. Should be posted in the Stream Elements bot chat. You should see a link that says memberships, and you get access to really cool emojis. You also get specific videos as well, and early access to podcasts too. So, I appreciate that. I'm going to leave this negative with BS for now. Pitch on the way. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. You know, just want to remind you guys that for those of you that are all active in the chat, if you guys get tired of like looking at the chat, you are just like more than welcome to listen. Like, I do this too for people to just listen in. Like, you know, you are just more than welcome to just step away from the phone and just listen. So Banks allows a leadoff single. Just wanted to remind you. And that was to Vladdy Guerrero Jr. And the pitch, swing and a miss. John says, you've been doing great. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I think we have a right to be negative. Oh, for sure. I'm not telling you like that you don't have a right. Or if that was, I don't think that was to me, but I'm just saying. Like if people, yeah, like me, says Richard. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Richard. The ball is 2 strikes. Yeah, there's some people that just like to tune in that, you know, like aren't interested in chatting. So I'm just saying, like, 0-2 pitch. That's fouled back. Critical isn't always negative. I didn't say that. But yeah, you're right. 0-2 pitch, and there's a little, swing it over to shortstop, and Sosa flips it over to second base. Is Guerrero out? He is. Stott sort of stumbled and almost tripped over the bag, and that's the only out that they're going to get. What squad, how many likes do we have on here? Let us know. Just got some news that Aiden Miller just got a base hit in his first at-bat with the Reading Fightins. That's something positive. Pitch on the way. And there's a fly ball hit out over to right field that dies in there for a base hit. Castellanos is going to make a throw over to third base. It's off the line, and the tag is not in time. So Horowitz is safe on the slide over at third, and that puts runners on at the corners. $75. All right, we can do better than that, guys. We have 205 people tuning in. Please make sure that you hit the like button, even though it is an ugly game, and appreciate you all so much for tuning in. It's like a weird bounce out in right field. But that's now the 9th hit by Toronto in just 1 1/3 of an inning. Keep it clean in the chat, KGB. And the pitch to Kirk, and he fouls it off. Kirk wearing his bright green batting gloves. Did have the RBI single back in the first, and he's batting .243 this season. The 0-1 on the way, swing and a miss. How's my day been? It's been going pretty well. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it. Tell you more about it when we go to the break. The 0-2. That is fouled away. Banks was on the Chicago White Sox before he was acquired by the Phillies at the trade deadline. And the pitch, way up high for a ball. No worries, man. No worries, dude. Just keep it clean. That's all I ask. Kirk is batting .233 with runners in scoring position. And the pitch is high and maybe a little bit outside. It's a 2-2 count. Banks with the White Sox earlier this season pitched in 41 games and had a 4.13 earned run average in 48 innings. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3, and there's out number 2. And now Alejandro Kirk goes down swinging. And there's 2 away. But ever since he was acquired by the Phillies, he's pitched in 12 games and has recorded a 2.63 earned run average in 13 innings of work. By the way, Kyle Schwarber, who had the leadoff homer, that was his first homer since August 15th. The pitch. That is wide for a ball. Addison Barger hit the 2-run homer off of Tyler Phillips in the bottom of the first. That was the second homer allowed in the inning. Second 2-run homer. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. 1-1 is the count. 2 outs, bottom of the second, and the 1-1 pitch. That's a late called strike by Sean Barber. Runners at the corners, and the 1-2 as the runner goes. The pitch, swing and a miss, doesn't matter anyways. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning by Tanner Banks. And we head to the top of the third. Phillies are down 6-1 against the Blue Jays. Okay. All right. Somebody asked me how my day was today. My day was pretty good. I got the chance to sleep in for the first time in a little bit, so that was kind of nice. And I'm ready to be on here. Got ready, and now we're here, man. 6-1 is the score. The Toronto Blue Jays lead it. They have 10 hits in just 2 innings, which is crazy. It is really wild when you think about that. Phillies are 34-31 on the road. Banks did really decent. He did. He did his job and pitched 1 in the third. I thought he did pretty good today, so you're going to have to rely on the bullpen to keep you involved, but I need the offense to start getting runs here. I really do. For a bloop and a blast, and we're right back in it. Yes, we are. You know, I was looking up, I don't know why, but I was looking up celebrities born in Toronto today because I was just curious about, like, how many celebrities were born in Toronto. There's a lot. I didn't know that Mike Myers was born in Toronto. Neil Young was another one that I didn't know. Ayesha Curry, that is Steph Curry's wife. The Weeknd is another one. I knew Drake was born in Toronto, but The Weeknd, I did not know that. Comes Kyle Schwarber. And the first pitch, there's a fly ball hit out over to left field, and that's going to go over the head of the left fielder and hit off the top of the wall. And Schwarber is going to go on into second base, standing up with a leadoff double, and there's his second extra base hit today. So he started off the first with a leadoff homer, and then heads the opposite way and gets on with a double. Not a good read out in left field by Joey Loper-Fido. Now it's Trey Turner who's coming up. He had a double his last time up. See if he can get on here and cut the deficit to at least 4. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike on the outside corner. Trey did double in the first, and he also stole a base. 0-1 is the count. And the pitch to Turner, and he slices that one foul. I didn't know this either, but Will Arnett is another guy that's from Toronto. Of course, he was in BoJack Horseman, and is well known from Arrested Development, if you guys watch those shows. I like BoJack Horseman. The ball's 2 strikes to Trey Turner. And the pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to third base. It's bobbled, though, by the third baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. Addison Barger makes a mistake over at third, and Turner gets on with an E5, and that'll bring Bryce Harper up to the plate. All right, so here comes Harper, and the Phillies have a chance to try to tackle on some runs. Come on, Bryce. And that just took a weird bounce, and Barger just had it bounce out of the heel of the glove. Charge! Bassitt looks back over at second for a quick second. Bryce struck out in the first. Nobody out, 2 runners on. And the pitch to Harper, and he fouls that one away over to left. Remember to like and subscribe, folks. How many, what's the like count at, Mod Squad? Nothing in 1 to Harper, and the pitch. There's a line drive that's smoked over to left field, and Schwarber's going to stop on over at third base, and the bases are loaded with still nobody out. So the Phillies have Schwarber at third, Turner at second, and Harper on at first, and it's Nick Castellanos who is coming up to the plate as we speak. Let's go. Still nobody out. First pitch to Casti, and it's a little bit low, but it's called a strike. How on earth is that a strike? I don't know. It was because of the framing by Alejandro Kirk, but time called by Casti. That was clearly low. Regardless, no balls, 1 strike. Top of the third, nobody out, bases loaded. And the pitch to Castellanos. There's a ground ball hit over towards the right side. The flip over to second, that's all that they're going to get. It is an RBI fielder's choice ground out as Schwarber does score. Turner goes over to third. And it's now 6-2 Toronto on the RBI fielder's choice by Castellanos. Hope they got the run home. That's what matters. And at least Casti hustled. Phillies have a chance to cut the lead in half if they get a sac fly here. Bryson Stott, who struck out in the first, is looking for redemption here against Bassitt. A base hit up the middle is definitely plausible. First pitch to Stott, and he hits this one out over to left field, over towards the corner, but left fielder Joey Loper Fido runs out of room, and it's a foul ball. The ball is 1 strike. Phillies are playing over at the Rogers Center, home of the Toronto Blue Jays. The ball is 1 strike. Runners at the corners, and the pitch to Stott just outside. Good take on the curveball. Rogers Center opened in June of 1989. And the 1-1 is fouled away. It was known as the Sky Dome. Toronto Raptors used to play over here. How about the Buffalo Bills? They actually played an annual game as part of the Bills-Toronto series from 2008 to 2013. I did not know that. Bassitt gets set just above the belt, and the 1-2 pitch. Line drive down the left field line's a fair ball. The Phillies will at least get one run as Turner will score. Casty goes over to third, and Bryson Stott cuts the lead in half. It's 6-3, and the tying run is coming up to the plate. An opposite field RBI double by Bryson Stott, and the Phillies are back in business. And now it's JT Realmuto, who is due up next. Chip away at the lead. That's all you got to do. What a ball game between both of these teams. So that'll put 2 runners on in scoring position. And there's 1 out in the top of the third, and Realmuto is coming up. Now, JT did get a single to start off the second inning and was stranded over at second to end the inning. And the pitch, that's fouled away. Bassitt with 48 pitches as John Schneider continues to go with them. Castellanos at third, Stott at second. The ball is 1 strike. 2 seconds left on the pitch clock, and the pitch to Realmuto wide for a ball. Phillies blew a 5-run lead against the Seattle Mariners about a month ago, and they were down by 5 heading into the top of the second. Time called by Bassitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to JT on the way. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It's hooking foul and will find the seats. JT is 33 years old. He's batting .273 on the road this season with 6 homers and 22 RBI. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Realmuto, and the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and JT strikes out on a sweeper that was outside, and there's 2 gone. Not what you needed right there. That was critical. Would have been really nice to try to get a sac fly there. See if Brandon Marsh can come through, though. At least the Phillies are chipping away. First pitch to Marsh. Here it is. It's a line drive foul ball towards the first base side. Did Lindor just hit another home run? He's been red hot, man. Got to get one back up the middle, man. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch to Marsh. That is way inside. Nearly hit him. Mets do lead it 2-0 in the bottom of the 4th against the Red Sox. And the home run did come from Francisco Lindor. It's his 30th homer of the season. 1-1 to Marsh. That's fouled back as he gets a little piece of it. Braves also have a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the third against the Rockies. It was Urshela who had an RBI double, and Harris got on with an RBI infield single. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Marsh, and the pitch is high for ball 2. And it is a 2-2 count. Marsh not such a good hitter with 2 outs and with runners in scoring position this season. He's only hitting 145. 2 runners in scoring position, tying run up at the plate, and the 2-2 to Marsh. And that is outside for ball 3. Marsh did walk his last time up, and back-to-back full counts to him. Edmundo Sosa waits in the on-deck circle. Bassitt comes set just above the belt. And the payoff pitch to Marsh, and he barely got a piece of it. It was high, but to his credit, he stays alive. He was late on that fastball, but at the very last second, just made a little bit of contact. Can Marsh get on? Three balls, 2 strikes to Brandon Marsh. And the payoff pitch, high for ball 4, and that's going to load the bases. So the Phillies have the bases loaded, and Edmundo Sosa, who's looking for redemption this time around, struck out in his first at-bat. He's due up. Let's go, baby. All right, here we go. Sosa in the box. First pitch to Edmundo, and he fouls it away. Edmundo hitting .265 with 7 homers and 29 RBI. Blue Jays are making a call to get somebody warmed up in the pen. Here's the 0-1 to Sosa. There's a ground ball that's hit over to second base, and the flip over to shortstop will get Marsh out. It took a bounce off the top of the hill, and right there at the right time was Will Wagner, and the Phillies are retired. However, they do, even though they leave the bases loaded, they do get 2 back on an RBI fielder's choice by Nick Castellanos and an RBI double by Bryson Stott. And we head to the bottom of the third. It is 6-3, Toronto. Okay. Bottom of the third coming up. Appreciate you all so much for tuning in. It'll be Ernie Clement who's coming up, and then it's Joey Loper Fido following him, and then George Springer. He did it hard, just right at the second baseman, man. Good contact by Edmundo, just bad luck there. Yep, I know. We got 324 people tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. If you are new to my channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Here, let me put the camera on me for a second. Look, I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. We just reached 4,000 subscribers. I want to take the time to thank you all for doing that, for helping me do that. You guys really do deserve a round of applause. 20 months in the making, and yet this is how we've grown the channel. We try to give you really, really good play-by-play coverage. We try to keep it like it's a classic play-by-play style. And I hope that you enjoy our content. I know that we got 275 people watching, but I hope that you guys enjoy. And I hope that you continue to stay on here, because we're going to continue to build this awesome family, you know? It's really, really great. So, but none of this is possible without you guys, and I want to make sure to give you guys your kudos, you know, because you deserve that. Know that Larry's been here for a while. Prince has been here for a little bit of time. Darth, who's been here for a while. I could talk about so many people. Mike as well. But yeah. All right, so Jose Alvarado is going to be coming in for Philadelphia. Rob Thompson did say that he wanted to use him sometime today, and honestly, this is probably the most ideal situation, really. So, all right, Alvarado comes in, and the first pitch is high for a ball. In case you are just tuning into this funky game, the Phillies had a leadoff homer from Kyle Schwarber in the top of the first, and then Tyler Phillips pitched in the bottom of the first, and things got really ugly. Pitch, and that's taken for a strike from Alvarado. Dalton Varsho with a 2-run homer. Then there was an RBI ground out by Will Wagner, a 2-run homer by Addison Barger as well. And 1-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over to center field. Rojas tracks it down, and he's there to make the catch just in front of the warning track. Then the Phillies would get 2 runs back in the top of the third on an RBI fielder's choice ground out by Nick Castellanos and an RBI double by Bryson Stott. So 1 away in the bottom of the third. We'll get to Alvarado's stats in just a few moments. Up to bat is Joey Loper-Fido. And the first pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball at 99, right down the pike. That's what how many likes do we have? Let us know down below. Loper-Fido did strike out in the first. And the 0-1 delivery, swing and a miss. That cutter looked really good by Alvarado. And he's ahead in the count 0-2. So Alvarado has a 4.30 ERA. He's making his return. First outing since August 25th. The 0-2. That's outside for a ball. Alvarado's 29 years old. Did get to face the Blue Jays quite some time when he was on the Tampa Bay Rays. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and there's 2 gone. The first strikeout by Alvarado in the bottom of the third. Right. Boy, did you need that. Alvarado looks like he's fresh. He really does. So it's his first appearance in the matter of 9 days. Comes George Springer, and he takes a cutter that is low and inside. George did single twice against Tyler Phillips and also scored a run. All in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 inside. Alvarado has faced Springer 3 times, and he's 1 for 3. Springer, that is, against him. The next pitch, swing and a foul ball. Titans are 7 games above the Atlanta Braves and 7.5 games above the Mets. 2-1 pitch, strike 2, right down the hatch at 99 miles per hour. There have been a total of 16 hits so far and 9 runs scored. And we're not even through the third just yet. The pitch, low and inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Varsho is up next. 6-3 Toronto. And Alvarado comes set the belt and the payoff pitch. Check swing. Did Springer go? And they say no over at first base. And Springer gets on for his 3rd time tonight. It comes with a walk. And speaking of walk, well, Taijuan Walker is warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Did hear that Rob Thompson said that he wanted to utilize Taijuan Walker out of the pen tonight. Not really the most ideal situation. But if Walker comes in for the 4th, that's okay. The pitch on the way. There's a ground ball hit over to second base, and Turner has it and tags the bag, and the inning is over. So no runs, 1 man left on a walk allowed by Alvarado, and we've played 3 innings and head to the top of the 4th. It's 6-3 Toronto. Okay. Fielder's choice, 6. Okay. Walker's warming up in the pen. He is. You guys can raid if you're still on. We go live at 9. Okay, cool. Very nice. Shout out to Max Hardwick for following us on X. If you guys have not followed me on all the social media platforms, okay, my link tree is posted in the description down below. We do post on Twitter. We do post on Instagram and on TikTok as well. You're more than welcome to follow the link tree, man. Hi, Elaine. How you doing? 274 people tuning in. It's great. Keep those likes coming. Keep those likes coming. Nationals lead at 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th with 2 outs and a runner on over at second. Let's go over here. Can't give the game away. Hey, man, I think that they're going to fight in this one. I really do. I really do. Somebody asked me, and I had to laugh internally, if I was going to Brazil to cover the Eagles game. No. I don't have the funds for that. I don't. Maybe in a couple of years, that'd be really cool. I'd like to cover the Olympics, and I'd like to do some more stuff for the Phillies. Maybe in 3-4 years, that'd be really cool. So we're in the top of the 4th. Phillies had the bases loaded, stranded in the top of the 3rd. However, they did get 2 runs before that. They were down 6-1. First pitch to Rojas is 9-1 and 2 are due up in the order, and he takes it all the way for strike 1. The ball is 1 strike. Bassitt was 61 pitches and time called by Rojas. Rojas, when he made his major league debut last year, he made an incredible catch out in right center field to rob Fernando Tatis Jr. on an extra base hit. And it was quite an intro by him to the big leagues. The ball is 1 strike, and he's been really well known for his defense. 0-1, swing and a miss. His offense, though, it definitely still needs some improvement. I will say, though, that when he was sent down and got called back up by the Phillies, his batting average has improved a little bit. The ball is 2 strikes to Rojas, and the pitch, and that sails low and away. Rogers Center, that's where Phillies are playing. Well, the left field line is 328 feet. Left center is 368 feet. The power alley out in left center is 381. And the 1-2, swing and a miss, and Bassitt gets another strikeout. That is his 4th strikeout, or his 5th strikeout, I should say, tonight. Center field is 400 feet, and the right center power alley is 372. Right center is 359, and the right field line is 328 feet. Pitch to Schwarber, fly ball, hit out over to right field, and that is gone. The 2nd homer today by Kyle Schwarber, and he says, see you later. And the Phillies are down by 2. A line drive home run by Kyle Schwarber. And it's now 6-4 Toronto. man, he is hot now. That thing just went into the first row. It bounced off the top of that wall and came back onto the field. The pitch to Trey Turner, ground ball back up the middle. The shortstop has it, though. Throw over to first, and Guerrero Jr. can't dig it out. And Turner is aboard. That's going to go down as an error, I believe, on Vladimir Guerrero Jr., even though the throw was a little bit low by Ernie Clement, and the tying run, Bryce Harper, is coming up to the plate. And my goodness, Guerrero should have had that. Tried to dig it out. He had to extend his arm and try to backhand it, but he just could not get it into the pocket of the glove. So that's now 2 times in a row where Trey Turner has gotten on from an error. And now it's Bryce Harper coming up. And the pitch on the way, and that is outside for a ball. So Harper 1 for 2, smacked a single into left field his last time up. Schwarber's 3 for 3 with 2 solo homers and 3 runs scored today. The pitch to Harper, ground ball hit over to third base. They'll take it over to second for 1, and the throw over to first just in time for a 5-3 double play. Phillies are going to think about challenging this to see if Harper was out over at first. Can't tell if they're going to the phones or not, but nonetheless, looks like we're going to the bottom of the 4th. The Phillies do get 1 back, though, on a solo homer by Kyle Schwarber. It's ruled a single. All right, so we head to the bottom of the 4th. 6-3 double play. All right. I'm happy either way that they're showing grit. We're grounded into a double play. You don't think that that's an error? I thought that Vladdy should have had that. I really do. Is that's ruled as an infield single? Okay. Infield single. Always grounding into double plays into critical situations. I mean, hey, let's give him credit. He did single he did single his last time up. And then Castellanos got the RBI fielder's choice. So he then ground into a double play then. And then he struck out looking. That should have been ball 4, but regardless. So here we go, bottom of the 4th. Tyler Phillips only pitched 2/3 of an inning and allowed 6 runs in the bottom of the 1st. But the Phillies are chipping away and trying to come back in the game. So 6-4. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Kyle Schwarber is 3 for 3 today. He has 2 homers. Got his 12th leadoff homer of the season. I want to see again if that throw, if Turner, oh yeah, that was a nice little play by shortstop Ernie Clement for the double play. So we're in the bottom of the 4th. A lot of action between the Phillies and the Blue Jays. What a game it's been. So now it's Taijuan Walker, who's going to be making his first appearance out of the bullpen. He has a 6.26 ERA. First pitch he throws is a strike to Vladdy Guerrero Jr. Wonder how many innings they're going to have Walker throw here. That'll be interesting to see. The ball is 1 strike, and the pitch to Guerrero swung on and hit out over to left field. Marsh has it. It was right down the middle, and Guerrero was late, and Marsh is there to make the catch. I think Walker just got away with 1 there. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? Give us a like count, man. Do you hear static from me? I hope not. Do you guys hear static? One out, bottom of the fourth. And now it's Spencer Horwitz who's coming up. He doubled in the first, and he takes a strike at the kneecaps. So Banks came in to relieve Tyler Phillips. Then it was Jose Alvarado. Now it's Taijuan Walker. And Walker kicks and delivers and throws a ball. One out, bottom of the fourth. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. Good sweeper thrown by Walker there. It's really nice for them to try to get Spencer Horwitz out here. Horwitz is 26 years old. He went to Radford University. 1-2. There's a fly ball hit out over to left field. Marsh has it under control and is there to make the catch. So second straight fly out to left, and there's 2 away. Horwitz was drafted in the 24th round of the 2019 MLB draft and played for Team Israel in the 2023 World Baseball Classic. Here we go. Will Wagner steps into the box, batting on the left side, and throws a strike at the kneecaps. Wagner singled in the second, and he's 1 for 2, and he rips this one out over to center field. Rojas backpedals, though, and makes the catch just in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. A 1-2-3 inning for Taijuan Walker, who makes his first bullpen appearance in quite some time. And we head to the fifth. Top of the fifth, Phillies are down 6-4. We have some really cool news, or really weird news, excuse me. Another baseball feat just came out. David Peterson is the 24th pitcher, according to Sarah Langs, with 10 or more strikeouts on his birthday since 1901. Peterson's pitching for the Mets today. And so far, so good for him. It's 2-1, though, in the bottom of the fifth. The most recent pitcher to have 10 or more strikeouts on his birthday is Garrett Cole. His birthday is on September 8th. And back in 2019, he had 15 strikeouts. So maybe in 5 days, he'll have something to say to David Peterson, and he'll get another 10 strikeout performance if he does pitch on his birthday. I don't know. I don't know where the schedule is aligned for him to pitch. Is he pitching tonight? If he is, then maybe he has a chance. It's Carlos Rodon who's pitching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It is time now for On This Day in Phillies History as we go to the top of the fifth, which, of course, is brought to you by Broad and Pattison. Today is September 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. In 1917, on this day, Phillies pitcher Grover Cleveland Alexander won both ends of a doubleheader. And that was against the Dodgers by scores of 5-0 and 9-3. And they only issued a single walk. That was it. In 1957, 40 years later, the Phillies beat the Dodgers 3-2 in 12 innings to win the last Major League game played in Jersey City. Comes Castellanos, and he grounds the first pitch over towards shortstop. It's played on the hop, and the throw over to first is going to get Castellanos out on the first pitch. Ryan Howard, back in 2006, homered in his first 3 at-bats, becoming just the 17th Philly with 3 homers in one game. So one gone, and here comes Bryson Stott. And he takes a sinker just on the outside corner for strike one. .70 pitches by Bassitt. And the 0-1 delivery, and that's taken on the outside corner for strike two. Charge! The ball is 2 strikes. And the next pitch, that is off the plate for a ball. In 2002, the Phillies were playing in the 8th inning. It was at Olympic Stadium. Marlon Anderson struck out. The Expos then caught Placido Polanco between first and second as the next pitch is fouled away, and got Travis Lee straying from third for the last triple play in Expos history. That also happened on this day. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott, and Bassitt winds up and fires, and it's high. 7 more subscribers until we get to 4,050. Jackson Chourio hit another home run, and he's now 1 homer shy of 2020 at the age of 20. The pitch to Stott inside, and what was an 0-2 count is now a full count to Stott. Jackson Chourio has had a really, really good season so far. JT Realmuto waits in the on-deck circle. And the 3-2 pitch, and Stott fouls that one away, and we'll do it again. Both teams today have scored 10 runs combined on 18 hits. Top of the 5th. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch to Bryson Stott. And there's a line drive, and it's played on a bounce, though, by the shortstop throw over to first in time. Stott hit that so sharply on the nose. Just a really nice defensive play by Ernie Clement, who was shifted perfectly. And there's 2 away. They aligned them perfectly there. So 2 up, 2 down, and JT Realmuto is coming up. Happy birthday to former Philly Dominic Brown. And JT will take a strike at the kneecaps at 93. Dominic today is 37 years old. 0-1. That's low and outside for a ball. Juan Perez, also his birthday is today as well. He's now 46 years old. One ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch to Realmuto, and he swings and misses at another sinker. Bassitt so far today has gone 4 2/3. He has surrendered 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And Bassitt kicks and delivers, and JT stays alive. One ball, 2 strikes to Realmuto. JT singled in the second, struck out in the third. That's all for today. 1-2 pitch, high bouncer hit over to third base, and the throw over to first. Can JT beat it out? He does. Really tough angle for the third baseman Barger to make a throw. He was shifted over towards the back part of the third base line. And it took 2 bounces over to first base. And there's an infield single, and the tying run is coming up to the plate as JT is 2 for 3. So Marshu's walked twice. He's looking to get on for his 3rd time today. Time called very quickly by Brandon Marsh. Phillies are 2 for 11 today with runners in scoring position. And the Blue Jays are 1 for 5. Pitch to Marsh, and he takes a curveball. That's just a little bit low. Phillies' bottom of the lineup is just 0 for 4 with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. That's 7, 8, and 9. 1-0 pitch. Here it is. Fly ball hit out over to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. JT stops over at second base, and Brandon Marsh gets on with a single. So now it'll be Edmundo Sosa who's looking for an opportunity to redeem himself as he's grounded into a fielder's choice to end the third inning with the bases loaded. See the Phils in the chat. Let's go. Time called on the bump. George! Keep the line moving. Blue Jays are getting somebody warmed up now in the bullpen. Johan Rojas waits in the on-deck circle, but all eyes on Edmundo Sosa right now. Sosa's 0 for 2 today. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. He got beat up on the sweeper that tailed outside. He's just 2 for his last 12. Really 2 for his last 14. But 12 at-bats coming into today. 0-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards shallow left field. It is a foul ball. Just got it off the end of the bat, and he wasn't running. Sort of was walking over to first. And it's an 0-2 count. Phillies were down by 5 as the Blue Jays scored all 6 of their runs in the bottom of the first. No balls, 2 strikes. A base hit could tie the game, possibly. And the 0-2 on the way, fouled off as it goes out of play to right field. Sosa just 1 for 4 against the Blue Jays in the 2 games that were played in May. Did have a triple, was an RBI triple in the second game of that series. First game, actually. 0-2 pitch, and he grounds that one foul. Versus AL opponents, though, he has 11 hits and 60 at-bats. And that's in 23 games played. No balls, 2 strikes. JT at second. Marsh at first, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt and outside. '89 pitches by Chris Bassitt, who was traded from the New York Mets to the Toronto Blue Jays. Bassitt looks back at second and stares at JT. Now back to the plate, and the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and Edmundo Sosa chases after a pitch that's out of the zone, and Bassitt gets out of the jam. No runs. 2 men left, and we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 6-4 Toronto. All right. 346 people on here watching. I would really appreciate if y'all hit the like button. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? Make sure that you comment down below. 66% of you have said that you'll be tuning into the Eagles call on Friday nights. That would really mean a lot to me. That's nice. I would really appreciate that. Chasing a pitch out of the zone. Who would have thunk? It is what it is. Still have a chance. For those of you that are new to the channel, how did you find Play-by-Play with JJ? Do you remember if you searched for Phillies game? How did you find this channel? Was your algorithm recommended to you? Just out of curiosity, I would really like to know. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to hit that super chat icon. It is a $sign in the live chat. And you're more than welcome to give back to Play-by-Play with JJ. You know, we try to give you the best play-by-play quality of content that we can, and any donation is a plus. We also need 7 more subscribers in order for us to get to 4,050. What's up, Jiva Newts? How you doing, man? So, would really appreciate that. I searched up Phillies game, and you came up. Good. Good stuff. All right, so we're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Search for Phillies play-by-play. Good stuff. Thanks, Laurie. Appreciate you for coming on here and for finding our channel. When did you find us today? David says I was lost. And then I found JJ. That didn't really specify how you found the channel, but that's all right. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have? I'll ask again. Oh, wait, 124. Thanks. Thanks. Sorry. Missed that. JJ, your heart told my heart, and I just knew. Thank you. Ball no strikes to Alejandro Kirk. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good splitter thrown by Walker. Edmundo Sosa tonight, in the 2nd inning, he struck out with 2 runners on base. In the 3rd inning, he grounded out with the bases loaded. And in the 5th inning, he struck out with 2 runners left on base. So in total, as the next pitch is taken for ball 2, he's left 7 runners on. Crazy. 2-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. That sinker was on the inside corner, and Kirk chased after it. Was watching 2 other Philly live streams, and I didn't like either of them. Kept searching and found you, says Seema Fox. Good. I searched for Phillies versus Blue Jays, says Max Hardwick. Thank you, man. And also, thank you for the follow on X, man. I appreciate that, dude. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the pitch. Chopped foul. Mwah. Love you guys. Yeah, we talked about that, KGB. 2-2 pitch. Outside for ball 3. So Walker, who's on the mound for the Phils, came in for the 4th inning. And had a 1-2-3 inning. 3-2 pitch. And there's a little tapper hit over to third base, and Sosa's just going to have to eat it up. He actually didn't even... He let it roll past the third base bag, and I don't really think that he would have gotten Kirk anyways, so he was trying to see if it was going to roll foul, and there was no chance that that was going to happen. And that is the 2nd time today that Alejandro Kirk has reached base. Not a bad pitch thrown by Walker. And Kirk, I give him credit for at least beating that play out. Sosa wouldn't have never even gotten a throw. Barger is coming up, and he looks at a sweeper that is just above the zone. Addison Barger has 7 homers this season and 26 runs batted in. He had a 2-run homer off of Tyler Phillips in the bottom of the 1st. And he swings and misses at the sweeper. Addison is 24 years old. Made his debut this season, and he's a rookie. The 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Could not catch up to the 4-seamer at 91 miles per hour. He went to Leon King High School in Tampa, Florida. and was a 6th-round draft pick by the Blue Jays in 2018. One-two pitch, fouled off. Was promoted to the majors on April 24th of this season. It was for the first time. That was when Kevin Kiermaier was placed on the IL. And he collected his first major league hit on April 29th against the Royals. 1-2 pitch, fouled and sliced away. Canada loves JJ. Good stuff. That was a beautiful catch by that George Springer fan on the foul ball. 1-2 pitch, fly ball, hit out over towards medium depth left center field. Rojas will get underneath it and grab it for out number 1. And Barger is retired for the second at-bat in a row. Bucket PR says, I'm going to the Phillies-Marlins game on Friday and Saturday. I miss Christian Pache, he says. That's funny. Pitch on the way. Ground ball past the dive of Turner into left field for a hit, and Marsh gobbles it up. But Ernie Clement gets his second single today and is now 2 for 3. Stopping at second is Kirk. And there's still one out in the bottom of the 5th. Then this has to be Walker's last inning here. Credit where credit is due. JJ calls a good game. Thank you. I appreciate it. We have to try to keep it engaging somehow, some way, man. And the pitch, and there's a splitter that just ends up being at the knees. And the count is 0-1. Aw. That's funny. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. I'd say the four-seamer looks pretty sharp today from Walker. That's really cool, Broken Tables Pod. Hopefully my people subscribe to you guys too. 0-2 is the count to Loper Fido. And the next one is inside and high as well. Wish I could get to all your comments, but I can't. Oh, I like that. That's great. 1-2 pitch on the way. And there's a ground ball hit over to second base. The flip over to shortstop. There's one. The throw to first in time. And Taijuan Walker gets out of the jam. It's time to go to the 6th. What a play by Bryson Stott as he takes away a base hit, flips it over to Turner, and Turner throws it over to Harper for the 4-6-3 double play. And the Phillies are still in this ball game. 2 men left, and we head to the top of the 6th. It's 6-4 Toronto. That was big. Good for Walker, man. Good for Taijuan Walker. Attaboy. I'm not a football fan, so I won't be tuning in for those. No worries, man. No worries. Thank you all so much. I'm a Vikings fan, not paying Eagles much mind yet. No worries. All right. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Then we go to the top of the 6th. Memberships are $2.99 a month. All you got to do is just click on this link that is in the stream elements. If you guys want to gift a membership, you're more than welcome to do that too by clicking that dollar icon. Instead of donating to the Super Chat, you're more than welcome to gift people memberships. I will actually do that right now. Let's do that. All right. Let's do that. Let's give, who wants a membership? Let's give some away. We'll gift 5 right now. Just gifting 5 memberships. Yeah, it's $2.99 a month. RC is a sponsor. Michael Bishop is now a member. It's just so random. I can't gift specific people. JoJo and LG or LJ, excuse me, are all sponsors too. There we go. Nice. You can't specifically gift memberships, but KGB says I do. You know, I'm thinking about doing like a little membership giveaway, and the only way that I could probably do it is if you guys have Venmo or PayPal or something. I probably could try to find a way to do it that way. Richard says, me. You're already a member, silly. The pitch, and that's fouled away, so Rojas is up to bat. We're in the top of the 6th. We'll go raid somebody after this inning. Rojas is 0 for 2. He grounded into a double play and also struck out. Bassitt's still pitching, surprisingly. And the 0-1 to Rojas. Here it is. It's popped up, and it's hit out in foul ground over towards the third base side. Barger gets under it, though, makes the catch in front of the Blue Jays dugout. And the 0-1 Rojas is 0 for 3. And I believe that John Schneider is going to go out there, and that may be it for Chris Bassitt, because Kyle Schwarber is up next, and it'll be Little who is going to come on in for Chris Bassitt. All right. Third. So pitch and change with 1 out in the top of the 6th. And Bassitt's night is done on 92 pitches. And Kyle Schwarber will be introduced. He's 3 for 3 today. And the guy that he's facing will be Little. Third time through the order. And Kyle Schwarber's had a lot of success off of him. I was going to ask the same thing. PayPal would be great. Yeah. I am planning on doing some more membership giveaways. So don't be afraid. I will... You'll still be able to get some memberships and all that type of stuff. Just not through YouTube. It would be through a third party. Through PayPal or Venmo. And then I'd walk you through how to sign up. 295 people tuning in. 6 more subscribers until we get to 4,050 subs. If you are watching on a TV, click the up arrow on the TV remote and hit that thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, well, you're missing out. You really are. You should become a subscriber today. We need 6 more to get to 4,050. And turn on those notification bell icons. If you're watching on your phone, just hit the thumbs up button. Just stop what you're doing. Hit the thumbs up button. Now's the time to do it. Okay? That's all we ask. Also, spread the word and tell your friends and family members about this channel. We try to give you the best quality, professional quality play-by-play that we can. Rojas got to work on the swing, and until then, just bunt, says KGB. Yeah, well. KGB, I want to see Rojas bunt almost every single at-bat. And if you just subscribe to my channel, I appreciate that very much. Comment who you are down below if you choose to do so. Phillies have 4 runs on 10 hits. Blue Jays had all 6 of their runs in the bottom of the first, but they have 12 hits. Brendan Little is the new pitcher. He has a 3.72 ERA in 38 games. And the pitch to Schwarber. He takes a pitch at the kneecaps for a strike. I miss my emojis. Tell you, man, $2.99 a month. 0-1. Well, it's a little bit inside, but it's called strike 2 to Schwarber. Schwarber homered in the first, doubled in the third, and homered in the fourth, and has scored 3 runs today. No balls, 2 strikes, as Little will get set at the belt, and the 0-2 is in the dirt. Brendan Little is 28 years old from Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania. Has a 1.35 whip this season. And the 1-2 pitch, check swing, Schwarber did go. It was a drop strike 3, and Kirk will throw it over to first. Can't tell if he's out or not. He is. They panned over to, or they made a cut over to the third base umpire, and instead over to first base, but Schwarber was out, and there's 2 away. Thing almost hit his knees. Turner is due up. And the pitch, inside and low. Trey has doubled, singled, scored a run, has stolen a base, and also got on with an E6 as well. For an E5. 1-0, swing and a miss. That knuckle curve was in the dirt. It landed out of the zone. Charge! The pitch to Trey. In the dirt again for ball 2. And the count is now 2-1. Brendan Little in his last game just went 2/3 of an inning. Allowed 1 walk and 1 strikeout. That was against the Minnesota Twins. Got the blown save. 2-1 pitch to Turner. Line drive hit over to right field for a base hit. And making the diving stop is George Springer. And Turner takes a wide turnover at first and dives back over to first. The throw is not in time. Good play by George Springer, but how about the nice hit by Trey Turner? So Turner and Schwarber each have 3 hits in tonight's game. And Trey Turner gets on with an opposite field single. Another 2-out hit by the Phillies. This time it's in the top of the 6th. Then Bryce Harper, who grounded into a 6-3 double play his last time up, will come up to bat for the 4th time tonight. The pitch. There's a little grounder that's hit over to first, and the throw over to second, and Turner's going to be caught into a little rundown, and that is going to do it. So a little cue shot, and that's going to go down as a 2-6 fielder's choice to end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 6th as the Blue Jays are coming up to bat. A 2-6 fielder's choice on a little, swing. Just like that. Great. All right, it's time to go raid somebody. All right, let's go say hi to a raider. What we'll do is we'll refresh. We'll see who's on right now. Let's go say hi to Darth Boo. Darth Boo said that he's going to do a cast, so let's go say hi to him. Where's his channel? Where's his link? Did we get, where's his link? Does anybody have Darth Boo's link? And can they post it down below if they find it? There it is. I got it. Never mind. You tab. I got it. All right, I'll repost it. I got it. Let's go say hi to Darth Boo. I don't even think he's alive yet. Yo, JJ Raid. There we go. He's just going live now. There's his link. Got it. Look at him. He's rocking the headphones. Love it. Start off the cast with a raid. Let's go. That's funny. Go subscribe to him if you haven't done so. All right. Here we go. So we're in the bottom of the 6th. Walker's still pitching. He is retired. 6 of the 7 batters that he has faced Let's go. Nice. Very nice stuff. I like that music he has. The pitch on the way, and that is a little bit low for a ball. And the count is 1-0. Is he smiling? Yeah, he is. 1 ball, no strikes. And the next pitch is a sweeper at the kneecaps. Let's call it a strike.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame Club podcast. We are live to you, episode number 27 for September 3rd, 2020.
Over towards the right field side. All right, I just wanted to see if he noticed us. So good. He said hi. Good stuff. All right. So there's our raid for today. 5 more subscribers till we get to 4,050. 1 ball, 2 strikes to George Springer. Walker with 29 pitches. And the 1-2 delivery. There's a little cue shot that's hit over the head of Bryson Stott. It was really a blooper, and George Springer gets on for his 3rd time today. Gets a leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 6th. Just fought off that pitch. Didn't want to do too much with that, and Stott just was a little bit out of reach. And yeah, he wouldn't have been able to catch that. Next time, hook me up with Taylor Swift. What are you talking about? The pitch, and that's popped up, hit out over towards the right side of the infield grass. Harper has it, and he will just make the catch under foul ground in front of the first base side. Good pitch to jam, Dalton Varsho. And Vladdy is coming up. Got a pitch right down the middle the last time he was up, and he flied out to left. Mistimed it. The pitch. Low for a ball. Six to 4 Toronto in the bottom of the 6th inning. And toss back to first, and Harper doesn't even apply a tag. Just was able to make the catch, though. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. with 876 career hits so far. This is now his 5th season. And he smokes this one out over to left field, and that one is gone. As he tees off and continues to have another MVP season, and that's going to double the lead for the Blue Jays. It's 8-4 in the bottom of the 6th. Well, the last time he was up, he missed one that was right down the middle, and this time he does not miss. Right on cue, Larry. That was perfect timing. Perfect timing. Line drive home run. Home run number 28 on the season for Vladdy Guerrero Jr. And also another season where he has over 90 RBI. Comes the pitch, and that is taken for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch, fly ball, hit out over to left field. Marsh on the run, and he's there to make the catch. Nice play by Brandon Marsh. So 2 down. Vladdy just hit a 2-run home run to put the Blue Jays up 8-4. That was a good play, though, by Marsh. Can't lie about that. And Will Wagner, who flied out his last time up, will get his 4th at-bat of the game. Pitch inside and high for a ball. pitch on the way. There's a good curveball thrown on the top part of the strike zone. One ball, one strike. Bottom of the sixth, 2 outs. And the 1-1 is chopped foul. The Toronto Blue Jays have 2 World Series titles, 2 AL pennants, and 6 division titles. So the next pitch is fouled away. Last time that they won a division title was back in 2015. But they were a wild card team over the last 2 years. Next pitch, fouled away. They came into existence back in 1976. And they were one of the 2 teams slated to join the American League for the following season in 1977. Pitch on the way, fly ball hit out over to center field, and Rojas will make the catch, and the side is retired. Vladdy Guerrero Jr., though, gives the Toronto Blue Jays a 2-run homer, and we head to the top of the 7th. It's 8-4 Toronto. Chris Sale, by the way, has pitched 7 scoreless innings, 6 hits, no walks, and 9 strikeouts. And the Braves are beating the Rockies 2-0. And what a season he's had. He's been unbelievable. I think that he deserves to be comeback player of the year, man. Really. He's awesome. Walker gives up too many home runs, even more than Aaron Nola. It's funny. People say that Nola gives up a lot of home runs. 250 people tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Mod Squad, I need a like count. After every inning, give me a like count. Oof. I like to fidget around or fiddle around with that thing. JJ, my brother posted something back in about the Phillies coming back from an 11-1 deficit to win 12-11. In the 9th inning, the score was 1-11 in the top of the 9th. John Kruk grand slam. When was that? You posted something about the Phillies coming back from an 11-1 deficit to win 12-11. When was that? Is that what you're asking me? 149 likes, 152 likes. Good. Let's get to the 200 mark. All right, so we're in the top of the 7th. Phillies have 11 hits, but have only scored 4 runs. And they're down 8-4. Zach Pop is now going to pitch for the Blue Jays. He has a 5.65 earned run average. This Blue Jays bullpen has been struggling this season. They lost Romano, who was their closer, and he's out for the rest of the season. And the pitch to Castellanos is low. One ball, no strikes to Nick Castellanos. And the pitch, swing and a miss. The next pitch on the way, and that is down and in. Castellanos, ever since August 5th, is hitting .302 with 19 RBI, 11 extra base hits, and 4 homers. The pitch, swing and a miss. And he's hitting .400 with runners in scoring position ever since August 5th. Eric Swanson is loosening up in the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Zach Pop will get set at the belt, gets the signs from Kirk, and fires the 2-2. It's in the dirt. Phillies' match number to clinch the NL East is at 19. They need a combination of Phillies wins and Braves losses. The payoff pitch, and that is going to hit Nick Castellanos just on the jersey, and he's going to be rewarded first base. Would have been ball 4 anyways. But Casty gets hit by a pitch, and the leadoff man is aboard. Just got him right on the, right above the left knee. In between the waist and the left knee. He's aboard, and Bryson Stott grounded out his last time up over to short. He's going to come on up. Casty is walking it off. He's over at first base. Figueroa tries to be there for him and support him. Casty says he's fine. Whit Merrifield just left the game after being hit in the left side. In the 7th inning for the Atlanta Braves, former Philly, Whit Merrifield. Pitch to Stott, and he takes it way outside and up high as well for a ball. Stott had an RBI double back in the 3rd. He's looking to get on for the second time today. He hit the ball sharply his last time up. And the 1-0 pitch, that's way off the plate for ball 2. I think that they just got to take these pitches here, as Pop just cannot find his command. Pop is 27 years old. He's 6'4", 220 pounds, and he finally finds the strike zone and throws a strike at 95. At home this season, opponents are batting .273 against him in 22 games. And he has 15 earned runs allowed in 19 innings. 2-1 pitch, ground ball to the right side for a base hit, and Castellanos will head on over to third. Stott stops at second, and actually dives into second base, and extended the single into a double, and Bryson Stott's in scoring position. How about that? I didn't think Bryson Stott was going to do that, but that is a beautiful play by Stott. It was hit over towards the right side, in between the 3-4 hole, and Stott was hustling. He wasn't just thinking 1, he was thinking 2 all the way, and aggressive base running works for the Fightins. And that's going to put 2 runners in scoring position, as JT Realmuto is coming up to bat. Be really nice to see him try to get a base hit here and make this game back to a 2-run deficit. The pitch to JT, and that's low for ball 1. Still nobody out. We said it once before, but we'll say it again. This Phillies team only has 2 hits with runners in scoring position tonight. And the 1-0, it looked a little low, but it's a called strike. The Phillies are 2 for 12 with runners in scoring position. And the Blue Jays are 1 for 6. The pitch to JT, swing and a miss. Got a slider that just dipped a little bit low, but it was a good pitch nonetheless by Pop. 7 combined pitchers used in this ball game and 26 combined hits. The 1-2 to JT, swing and a miss, and JT strikes out on a 96-mile-per-hour heater. He's gone down swinging for the second time today. Nice pitch thrown by Pop, too. And we'll have another bullpen change as Brandon Marsh is going to come in. And Pop, his night is done. So Zach Pop just goes 1/3 of an inning. The runners at second and third are still his responsibility. And another pitching change coming up for the Toronto Blue Jays. Okay, so Walker, Little, Pop. It's going to be Eric Swanson who comes in. I don't know how I didn't know this, but Cody Clemens is Roger Clemens' son. Yeah, we talked about that a lot of times, too, on here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons, man. The line for the Blue Jays is at -120. Braves just got another run. Red Sox have bases loaded in the top of the 8th with nobody out against the Mets. And they actually just got a run on an RBI groundout. Masataka Yoshida just got one back, I think. Or no, it was Valdez with a sac fly. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. We need 5 more subs to get us to 4,050. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you're more than welcome to do that by hitting that $ icon. Haven't gotten any today, but you're more than welcome to do so. No pressure. Casty's at third and Stotts at second. JT just struck out. So there's one gone, and Brandon Marsh, who has gotten on base 3 times today, is coming up. Eric Swanson, who has a 6.28 earned run average. Remember, we said that this Toronto Blue Jays bullpen has not really been too sharp. Throws the first pitch down low for a ball. Marsh has walked twice and is singled. Swanson's 30 years old. He's from Fargo, North Dakota. Just like Matt Strahm, the pitch. And that's taken for a strike on the outside corner. Swanson in the month of August had a 3.6 ERA and allowed 4 earned runs in 10 innings. And the pitch, just above the zone. See those Marsh emojis. Marsh is batting .220 in the 7th inning or later this season. 2-1 is the count to Brandon Marsh. And the pitch, high again for ball 3. Red light or green lights in the chat? I'm going with red light here. Sosa up next. 3 balls, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. The pitch. And that's outside for ball 4. And for the 3rd time tonight, Brandon Marsh has walked and the bases are loaded once again. And Edmundo Sosa, who's 0 for 3 and has left 7 men on base, is coming up to bat. Genesis Cabrera is warming up in the bullpen. And the tying run is coming up to the plate. Sosa steps into the box. And the pitch. And that's taken at the kneecaps for strike 1. It was a splitter. No balls. 1 strike. Swanson kicks and delivers. And that's up high for a ball. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sosa. Bases loaded, 1 out, and the pitch, swing and a miss, and the count is now 1-2. Bomb, bomb. Bomb, bomb. Bomb, bomb. Come on, just a deep fly ball, man. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Sosa, and that's up high for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch, and that's just fouled off. And Sosa stays alive. One out, bases loaded, top of the 7th. Phillies down 8-4. And the 2-2 to Sosa, that's high again for ball 3. And the count is now full. Rojas is up next. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And the payoff pitch to Sosa. That's outside for ball 4 and an RBI walk by Edmundo Sosa. Back-to-back walks allowed, and Rojas is coming up with the bases loaded as Castellanos scores from third base. And that makes it 8-5 Toronto. And time is now called on the mound. Go ahead, run up to bat. Let's go. All right, here we go. Base is still loaded and 1 out. And Pete Walker, the pitching coach, is talking things over with his pitcher, Swanson. And Cody Clemens is going to come on up to the plate. All right, so Clemens is going to pinch hit for Rojas. Good move by Rob Thompson. He's 3 for 10 as a pinch hitter. 1 out, bases loaded, top of the 7th. Phillies are down by 3. First pitch to Cody, swing and a miss. That was a splitter that just ended up being a little bit low. No balls, 1 strike. Clemens 0 for 1 with the bases loaded this season. Does have 1 grand slam in his career and takes the next pitch for strike 2 at 94 miles per hour. What a game between the Phillies and the Jays. No balls, 2 strikes. And the 0-2 to Clemens, and he stays alive with a defensive swing. Last time Cody Clemens homered was back on May 8th against the Toronto Blue Jays. And time called by Cody on the very last second. Phillies have Jose Ruiz warming up in the bullpen to pitch the bottom of the 7th inning. But before that happens, Phillies have bases loaded with 1 out. The 0-2 to Cody, and that's high for a ball. And outside as well. Stott's at third, Marsh is at second, and Sosa's at first. Schwarber's on deck. The 1-2 to Clemens. And that's fouled away, and Cody stays alive. How you feeling, chat? Comment down below. You enjoying this game or what? What a battle. The 1-2 to Cody Clemens, and he fouls it away again. The pitch was inside at 95, and Clemens with another foul ball, his third in a row. 6 pitches in this at-bat, and the 7th one is coming right up. Swanson gets set above the belt, and the 1-2 to Clemens, high and away again for ball 2. And it's now an even count at 2 apiece. I'm shocked that Rob decided to go with Cody in this spot. That was a really, really good move by him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Clemens, and he fouls it just barely. The pitch was outside, but give Clemens credit for just getting a piece of it. What a battle. Good at-bat by Clemens. Can he get on here? 2 balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch to Cody. He pops it up. It's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. Phillies are 2 for 13 tonight with runners in scoring position. The Blue Jays are 1 for 6. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Swanson gets set at the belt and delivers. And another foul ball by Clemens. Keep working that pitch count up. 10 pitches in this at-bat. 6 foul balls. And he's honestly providing some really good cuts. Two to Cody. And there's a ground ball hit over towards the third base side. The make over to third base, that is in time. It was a dive. And that is an RBI fielder's choice ground out as Bryson Stott does score. Marsh tried to beat out the tag over at third base by force. But, however, the Phillies do get a run on the RBI fielder's choice ground out, and it's now 8-6. So Addison Barger ran over to third base. The ball was hit his way. He backhanded it and just tagged the bag, and Marsh was just out by maybe half a second. So it's Kyle Schwarber who's coming up. Go-ahead run still up at the plate. The tying run is at first. And we have another timeout called on the mound, and a pitch and change will be provided. It is 8-6 on the RBI fielder's choice. Great at-bat by Edmundo Sosa, or by Cody Clemens. You thought Marsh beat that out? Nope. That was a nice play by Barger. All right, pitch and change coming up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We got 424 people on here now. Schwarber is coming up. He has homered 2 times today and is 3 for 4. All right. I think Cabrera is now going to come on in to face Kyle Schwarber. That's what it looks like. KGB, you thought the game was over, my guy. Y'all thought it was over. Love it when they prove everybody wrong. That was a really nice play. It was. 12 hits for the Phils, 6 runs. 14 hits for the Blue Jays, 8 runs. Phillies were down 6-1. Then it was 8-4, heading into the top of the 7th, and they got 2 runners back. 26 hits combined in this game, and Schwarber's coming up. The top 2 hitters for the Phillies today are 6 for 8. with 4 runs scored. Let's see Phillies in the chat. Come on. Up to pitch now is Genesis Cabrera, the 27-year-old, who's 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighs 180 pounds. He has a 3.12 earned run average, pitched 1 inning against the Phillies this season, allowed a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. Like and subscribe, folks. 410 people that are on here watching. The pitch to Schwarber. Swing and a miss. Got a cutter that was low. Taiwan really did so with that home run. KGB, you thought it was over. No balls. 1 strike. The pitch. That's in the dirt for a ball. Kyle has raised his average to 2.42. Just said that his ERA is a 3.12. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. The next pitch, and he fouls it back. Schwarber's just 1 for 8 in his career against Genesis Cabrera. He has walked once and has 4 strikeouts. Sosa's at second, and there's a runner on over at first. The 1-2 to Schwarber. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side, bobbled by Guerrero, and everybody's going to be safe. As a run does come in to score, it's Edmundo Sosa. Guerrero got banged up on the play. It's an RBI infield single by Kyle Schwarber. And the deficit is cut down to 1. Wow. Guerrero tried to backhand it, he bobbled it, and then flipped onto his back. And that's an infield single by Kyle Schwarber. Tying run is at second base. The pitch on the way. Line drive hit out over to left field, and Loper Fido is there to make the catch. That thing was hit sharply out to left field. But the Phillies do get 3 runs back and are down by 1. It's 8-7, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. The Blue Jays still have the lead. Ooh. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Blue Jays coming back up. Wow. It's great. Infield single, and Turner lines out to left. That was hit so sharply. All right, 492 people tuning in. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. It is time now for trivia. Let's go. All right, so this trivia question is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you guys are looking for a home, primary residence in South Jersey or Pennsylvania, my guy Ethan has you covered. He has over 20 years of experience and is dedicated to making your needs smooth and stress-free. So you're more than welcome to give him a call today. And contact him and tell him that Play-by-Play with JJ sent you. Make sure that you tell him that. His phone number is right on over here. It's 609-230-5558. And his email and his phone number are in the description down below. All right, here we go. Trivia time. I'm going to ask you a trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. Which Phillies player is the only player in franchise history to no-hit his former ball club? That's what I want to know. That's the trivia question. Which Phillies player is the only player in franchise history to no-hit his former ball club? Mulholland. That is correct. Yes. Mulholland. That is right. Larry got it. Larry got it, man. Comes Alejandro Kirk, who takes a ball that's up high and away for ball one. When did he do it, Larry? Terry Mulholland is correct. And the 1-0 pitch. That is a little bit low for ball two. Cliff Lee is incorrect. Cody Clemens is defensively out there in left field for Philadelphia. The 2-0 pitch, and that is inside for ball three. He no-hit the Giants. That is correct. That was his former team, and that was in 1990. August 15th of 1990. Good job. Good job. Jose Ruiz on the mound. The 3-0 pitch, and there is a strike. That's taken on the inside corner. Was it versus the Giants, Larry? It was. It was versus the Giants. 1990. Not 91, you were close. 3-1 pitch. There's a strike on the outside edge. Phillies were down 6-1 and have climbed their way back into this ball game. A lot of scoring between the Phillies and the Blue Jays. 3-2 pitch, and that is popped up, hit out in foul ground. Harper has it, and he'll make the catch. And there's one gone in the bottom of the seventh. So Kirk fouls out. Got a busy scorecard today. Love it. And that's how the first out is made. Addison Barger is going to come on up. Blue Jays sent 11 men to the plate in the bottom of the first and put up 6 runs. And they're only up by 1 now. The pitch, and that is taken for a strike. Phillies had a leadoff homer by Kyle Schwarber in the top of the first. And then during that 6-run bottom of the first against Tyler Phillips, the 0-1 is taken down low. Wagner grounded out to short. He had an RBI ground out. Dalton Varsho with a 2-run homer. Alejandro Kirk had an RBI single. Barger, who was up to bat at a 2-run homer to make it 6-1. And the next pitch, and that is fouled away. Phillies would then get 2 back in the top of the third on an RBI fielder's choice, ground out by Castellanos. Stott then had an RBI double. And then Schwarber hit a solo homer in the top of the fourth to make it a 2-run deficit. 1-2 pitch, and that is low and away for ball 2. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. would then homer off a Taiwan Walker in the bottom of the 6th. And hit a 2-run shot to make it 8-4. And then in the top of the 7th, the Phillies had an RBI walk from Edmundo Sosa, an RBI fielder's choice ground out by Cody Clemens, and an RBI infield single by Kyle Schwarber. The pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's Jimenez that's now up to bat. And the 3-2 pitch, and that is sliced foul. If we end up losing this game, runners left on base is the main factor? No. It's Tyler Phillips that's the main factor. Tyler Phillips was really bad. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tyler Phillips is still the losing pitcher because the Phillies didn't tie it. 3-2 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4, and Jose Ruiz allows a walk to Leo Jimenez. Now it's Ernie Clement who is due up. 325 people tuning in. Let's get to 200 likes if we haven't done so already. Comes Clement and the first pitch, and that's taken for a strike at the knees. He's batting .264. He has 11 homers and 46 runs batted in as well. The ball is 1 strike. The next pitch, and there's a pop fly that's hit out over towards shallow center field. Turner says he has it, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Up out over to short. It's Rob Thompson's fault for leaving in Taiwan Walker. It's Tyler Phillips' fault for not pitching well. Joey Loper Fido is coming up to bat. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts, and he grounds the first pitch foul. Ruiz this season, by the way, has a 3.86 earned run average and 44 strikeouts as well. He's pitching here in the bottom of the 7th, and the next one, swing and a miss. Phillies bullpen today has only allowed 2 earned runs in 5 2/3. Or 6 2/3, that is. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. How about the curveball thrown by Jose Ruiz, and he gets out of the inning. So the Phillies go to the top of the 8th. They're down by 1, and one swing of the bat by Bryce Harper could tie the game. He was the only guy that did not bat in that 7th inning. Can Harper come through? That's the question. Should have been satisfied with 2 good innings from Walker, but no. That's how it goes, man. Again, 5 more subscribers until we get to 4,050. What are y'all doing? Mod Squad, what are you doing? Come on, man. I need y'all to be on your A game today. Come on. Hit that like button, guys, and hit the subscribe button as well. JJ, when you give membership, that's just a one-time thing, right? Not recurring, right? I was just wondering. Yeah, it's a one-time thing. It's random by selection. I am going to try to do some more giveaways, though. I can't gift individual memberships on here, but when we do giveaways, I will ask if people do have PayPal or Venmo, and, obviously do that through email and stuff. So, all right, let's go. But, yeah, that's a good question. That's a very good question. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that like button, baby. 187 likes. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon. Phillies have 13 hits, 7 runs today. Blue Jays have 8 runs and 14 hits. The mods are modding, JJ. Good. Good. I love that. Love that. 4 more subs till we get to 4,050. Again, you guys are more than welcome to donate to the channel as well. You really are. Hit that super chat button. Any donation is a plus. We go on for almost every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. I'm a play-by-play broadcaster from South Jersey. We've been doing this for a little bit of time. So here we go. Bryce Harper is up to bat. First pitch to Bryce. There's a line drive back up the middle for a base hit, and the tying run is aboard over at first. The first pitch, and Harper took advantage and gets on with a leadoff single, and now the go-ahead run is coming up to the plate. Last time the Phillies led was when they were up 1-0 on the solo homer, the leadoff homer by Kyle Schwarber. And Wes Wilson is going to come on in to pinch hit, and the first pitch is taken low for a ball. Interesting. So Wilson comes on in for Castellanos. Hopefully Casty is okay. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch, and that is low for ball 2. That sinker came in at 98. Cabrera is still pitching. Genesis Cabrera. We got 200 likes. Let's go, baby. Come on. Is Casty good? I don't know, man. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Wilson inside and low for ball 3. Orion Kirkering is warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Wes Wilson got the cycle for the Phillies in August. That's who Wes Wilson is. He's a nice player. 3 balls, no strikes. Cabrera gets set at the letters and the pitch, and there is a ball called. That was clearly a strike, and Wes Wilson gets on, and John Schneider's not happy with that egregious call, and that's going to put runners at first and second. I mean, that was clearly a strike. That did work against the Phillies, though, earlier, and the Phillies get a gift. Is 200 likes the record? No, 250 is. All right. And now it's Bryson Stott who's coming up. Still nobody out in the top of the 8th. Cabrera gets set at the letters and fires the pitch, and that's a strike taken at the kneecaps. And it's an 0-1 count. Stott is 2 doubles, a run scored, and an RBI. Harper's at second. The go-ahead runs at first, and that's Wes Wilson. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Oh, man, that was high, and it came in at 97. Oof. 2 strikes to Bryson Stott, and no balls as well. After being down 6-1, can the Phillies come back and tie it? Disengagement over at second, and there is no throw to Bryce Harper's way. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Stott. Ground ball hit over to second base, the flip over to shortstop, there's 1, and the throw over to first, and there's 2, and Harper does go over to third. Stott tripped over the bag at first. You hope that he's okay. That's going to go down as a 4-6-3 double play, and the tying run is now over at third. That was hit so sharply, and nothing that Stott could do there. He tried to hustle, he hit it just on the money over at second base. And JT is coming up. A base hit ties it, the pitch, and that's taken for ball 1. It was a cutter at 92. JT will call for time very quickly. No spoilers in the chat. Come on, man. JJ, I gotta go? Bro, this is an exciting game. I understand you gotta do what you gotta do, though. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to JT, that is inside and low for ball 2. And it's a 2-0 count. Marsh is up next. What a game, man. 2 balls, no strikes to realmuto. Phillies down by 1. Base hit ties the game. The pitch to JT, and that's way outside. And the count is 3-0. Eight seconds left on the pitch clock. Harper's at third. Cabrera gets set at the letters. And the pitch, and that is taken down low for ball 4, and that puts runners at the corners. And Brandon Marsh, who has gotten on base 4 times today, is going to be coming up in one of the biggest at-bats this season. All right, let's go. Let's see the Marsh emojis. What a game. All right. Let's go. It's Marsh time. Cabrera gets set the letters. The pitch to Marsh way inside for a ball, and going over to second base is JT Realmuto. So now a base hit can give the Phillies the lead. JT got a great jump, and nobody was covering second base. 1 ball, no strikes. Pressure on Cabrera. Hearts are racing. Cabrera gets set at the letters again. The 1-0 to Marsh. And there is a foul ball knocked off of Brandon Marsh. And he has to take a quick step out of the box to regather himself. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Come on, man. Phillies are 3 for 17 with runners in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch to Marsh. Ground ball, hit over towards second base. The throw over to first. Just in time to get Marsh. And the inning is over. And we go to the bottom of the 8th inning as Genesis Cabrera gets out of the jam. And the Blue Jays are coming back up to bat. Let's see again. The throw was just in time to get Marsh. Ugh. Crazy. Bottom of the 8th. Still 8-7. Wow. Bring it home, JJ. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate that. Now everybody's blaming Stott in the chat. Love it. That was so close. I appreciate you all so much for being here, man. Let's keep it going. Come on. Still got 1 more inning left. That was a rally killer, but it ain't over. It ain't over until it's over, man. It ain't over, baby. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Toronto will have 1, 2, and 3 due up in their order. I think Orion Kirkering is going to pitch. Still got 1 more inning, man. It's not over till we get the final out. Phillips got rocked. He did. But the game still isn't over. Y'all still want to believe it's over. It's not. It's not over. Both teams combined have 28 hits. They have 14 hits each. All right. 384 people tuning in. All right. Bottom of the 8th. Blue Jays are up by 1, and George Springer is coming up. We need some words on what? I don't know what you're talking about. On why Rob is still the manager? Because why would you fire your manager in August? Orion Kirkering is going to pitch for the Phils. He has a 2.21 ERA in the first pitch, and there's a slider that's in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that is a foul ball. 205 likes. Let's get to 300, man. Come on. Let's also get to 4,100 subscribers. We just got to 4,050. Let's go. The ball is 2 strikes, and the pitch to Springer. Ground ball hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, fields it, throws it over to first, and there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 8th, and Springer is retired for the first time tonight. So Kirkering, his numbers this season, he has a 2.21 earned run average. Chad Green is going to try to close the game for Toronto. And he will pitch the top of the 9th. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. It's hit back over towards the left field side and out of play. Varsho with a 2-run homer back in the first. His average is at 218. And he's 1 for 4. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball towards the right side. Stott has it. Throws it over to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Vladdy Guerrero Jr. is up next. The difference of this game was his 2-run shot back in the bottom of the 6th inning. He has been the leader of the pack, if you will. First pitch, high and inside for ball 1. Vladdy's average is at 327. 28 homers and 91 RBI. He does lead baseball in batting average. He's actually third in batting average. Next pitch, and that's taken for a strike, so it's a 1-1 count. Here's the 1-1. Line drive it out over to left center field, and that's going to split the gap and go all the way over towards the wall. And Guerrero gets on with a 2-out double as he is over at second base. And Spencer Horwitz is coming up to bat. That thing was smoked. He's, honestly, at this point, I wouldn't even pitch to him. I know it's too little too late, but that's how hot he is now. The 25-year-old who's the son of Vladdy Guerrero Jr., who had a fantastic career, Hall of Fame career. And Horwitz takes the ball. Like and subscribe, baby. Let's get to 4,100 subscribers. And the pitch, ground ball foul towards the first base side. Phillies will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in their half of the ninth. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball towards the right side. Sliding stop by Stott. Throw over to first just in time, and Stott takes away a base hit. And the inning is over. We head to the top of the ninth. Chad Green will try to close the door, but do the Phillies have a comeback in them is the question. And we go to the top of the ninth. They trail 8-7. Nice play. Okay. Let's go. My name's Jason Joseph. This is a good time for y'all to like and subscribe. Come on, man. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football is what we do on here, man. It's what we do. How many of y'all are going to tune into my Eagles cast on Friday? 66% of you are going to do it. I better see all 66% of you there. We'll be back on for the Phillies tomorrow afternoon, though, too. They play at 3:07 p.m. Eastern Time to wrap up this 2-game set against the Blue Jays. And then we'll be back on Thursday for the Phillies Marlins, and then we got the Eagles on Friday. No Phillies game that day. If you guys want to super chat, you're more than welcome to do that, too, by hitting the $ icon. Keep those subscribers coming. Are you banned or something? What the heck is going on? I don't know. No idea. You're not banned. All right, top of the ninth. Let's go. What a game, man. Bryson Stott lost us this game. No. Like you can't think like that. No, you lost because Tyler Phillips pitched really bad for you today. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard, man. It's really, really not that hard. All right, top of the ninth coming up. No, it's a one-time thing, my guy. It's a one-time thing. The memberships. All right, Sosa, Clemens, and Schwarber are coming up, and Chad Green is going to be the next pitcher, the sixth pitcher used today by the Toronto Blue Jays. He's 16 for 17 in save opportunities. Sosa will come on up first. The first pitch, and that is outside for ball one. Sosa had the RBI walk back in the seventh. And the 1-0 to Sosa, swing and a miss. Green has been the closer ever since Romano has went down. Now, he did allow 3 earned runs on Sunday against the Twins. The 1-1, and Sosa fouls that back towards the screen. That was his first blown save. Phillies are looking to spoil his parade once again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Sosa, and he just barely stays alive. Pitch was outside, but he just fouls it off. Phillies were down 6-1, and have made it now an 8-7 game. They're down by 1. 1-2 pitch, line drive, hit over to center field for a base hit. And once again, the tying run is aboard. It's Edmundo Sosa. So Sosa gets on with a leadoff single in the top of the 9th, and Cody Clemens is coming up. That was a hanging breaking ball, and Sosa took advantage, didn't want to do too much. It went over the head of the second baseman, Wagner. And Cody Clemens, here he comes. First pitch to Cody, and that's just on the inside corner for strike 1. This Phillies bullpen has been so good tonight. Can't ask for more. No balls, 1 strike to Clemens. Toss back to first, and Sosa walks back to the bag and is safe. Chad Green, 33 years old. He's 6'3" tall. And the 0-1 is popped up and hit out over to left field. It's hooking foul and goes out of play. Cody has never faced Chad Green before. Matt Strahm getting loosened up in the bullpen if this game goes to the bottom of the 9th and is extended. The 0-2 to Cody Clemens. He pops it up. It's fouled behind the plate. And it goes out of play again. Let's go, baby. 500 people tuning in. Charge! Clemens came on in to pinch hit for Johan Rojas in the top of the 7th. The 0-2 to Cody Clemens, and he fouls it off again on a pitch right down the pike. So Green was 17 for 17 in save opportunities until Sunday's game. 0-2 pitch, and that's a breaking ball in the dirt. Almost got away from Kirk. And thank goodness, for his sake, it did not, because Sosa would be in scoring position. So it's a 1-2 count now. One ball, 2 strikes to Cody Clemens. The next pitch to Cody, inside, and the count is now 2-2. Clemens put up a long at-bat his last time up. The 7th pitch of this at-bat coming up. Here it is, the 2-2. Ground ball hit sharply down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Sosa's going to go over to third. Clemens goes to second. And Edmundo Sosa's at third. Clemens gets on with a double down the first base line, and he's in scoring position. So the go-ahead run is at second, and that just went under the glove of Vladdy Guerrero Jr. It was a rocket. And now it's Kyle Schwarber coming up to bat. Let's go Fightins! All right, here is Schwarber. Still nobody out. And the pitch to Kyle, and he fouls it away. It's an 0-1 count, as that one just goes out of play. Kyle had a leadoff homer. He also doubled, had another homer, struck out, and had an RBI infield single. He's 4 for 5. Sosa at third, Clemens at second. A sac fly ties it. A base hit can give the Phillies the lead. 0-1 to Schwarber. The pitch on the way, and he fouls that one off, and the count is 0-2. That thing just went under the glove of Vladdy. And he was so mad at himself. But it was hit so sharply. No balls, 2 strikes to Schwarber. After being down 6-1, Phillies are down 8-7 in the top of the 9th. 0-2 to Kyle. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It is a foul ball, not by much. That went into the second deck. Whew, it was just a bit early on that. What a ball game. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Schwarber. He pops this one up. It's hitting towards left field in foul ground, and it goes just out of play, and Schwarber stays alive. Keep it going, baby. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We go on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. No balls, 2 strikes. Green with 16 pitches and not a single out recorded. The 0-2 to Schwarber. And that is just low. What an eye by Kyle. I mean, that slider looked good to swing at. And Schwarber was locked in. And Marsh is like, wow. In the dugout. The 1-2 to Schwarber, and he just fouls it off of his back knee, and he's in some pain. The helmet comes flying off, and Schwarber gets up, being the man that he is. And he walks it off. Just got it right off of his ankle, really. I thought it hit the knee at first, but it just hit the ankle. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Time called by Schwarber. Phillies trying to get over the hump. And what is a miraculous game, potentially. The 1-2 to Schwarber. And he fouls it off again. This time, it does go out of play over the third base dugouts. Keep those likes coming, and let's get to 4,100 subscribers. Let's go, baby. 7 pitches in this at-bat. Clemens is at second, and Sosa's at third. Nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Schwarber. A sac fly ties, and the base hit can give them the lead. The 1-2, and Schwarber fouls it away again. He may have swung at ball 2, but regardless, he fights it off. Schwarber's 4 for 13 lifetime against Bassitt and 0 for 1 against Green. The pitch, fly ball, hit out to right field. It's gone. It's gone. The 3rd homer today by Schwarber, and the Phillies come all the way back from the dead. 10-8 Philadelphia as Schwarber lines the laser out to right. The 2nd blown save in a row by Chad Green. And the Blue Jays are stunned. Oh, baby. Can you believe it, Kyle Schwarber? You are the man! The first pitch, and that's taken for a ball to Turner. The 1-0 pitch, that's on the outside corner for a strike. An unbelievable turn of events by the Phils. 1 ball, 1 strike to Trey Turner, and the next pitch, swing and a miss. Kyle Schwarber has recorded 5 hits today, and that is his second 3-homer game within the last month. And the Phillies have come all the way back and lead it 10-8. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Turner strikes out. I cannot believe what I just saw. Whew. That went into the third deck out to right field, and Schwarber gave a thumbs up to Trey Turner. Wow. The pitch to Bryce Harper, and that's taken low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper with 1 out in the top of the 9th. The pitch to Bryce Harper, and that's inside for ball 2. And I mean, you talk about a ridiculous at-bat where Schwarber was down in the count 0-2. He fouled off a pitch right off of his ankle, got back up, and he battled back and he hit a big home run. The 2-0 pitch, and that is fouled away. After being down 6-1, the Phillies have scored 9 runs and have went on a 9-2 run. The 2-1 to Harper, swing and a miss. And now it's 2-2. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. We still got the bottom of the 9th. Don't you worry. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Harper. The 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and Harper strikes out, and there's 2 gone in the 9th. And now it's Wes Wilson. He'll be up next. Keep those likes coming, baby. Let's get to 300. We have a pitch and change coming here in the top of the 9th as John Schneider has seen enough again from Chad Green. The second blown save in a row. And the Phillies lead at 10-8. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Oh, man. I need a drink. Kyle Schwarber is the man. I got to cut that. The man. Whew. Who thought that the Phillies game was done? It's not over. Bryson Stott lost us the game. Tyler Phillips lost us the game. Kyle Schwarber's like, hold my beer. And it still isn't over. Still isn't over. Still isn't over. Let's go, baby. Oh, hey, you were down too, man. You said that after the 8th inning that it was done. Let's go. But that's okay. I appreciate y'all. It's like a party with JJ. Great call, man. What a game. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun, baby. 587 people tuning in. There's 2 outs in the top of the 9th as we are in this timeout. Y'all need to like and subscribe. I go on for almost every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. That's what we do on here. Here we go. Wes Wilson will take a strike as Burr is now going to pitch. It's not that cold in Toronto, but Burr is on the bump. The 0-1, there it is. Swing and a miss. So the guy on the mound, his name is Ryan Burr. He's 30 years old. He has a 4.50 ERA. The bottom of the 9th, it'll be Will Wagner, Alejandro Kirk, and Addison Barger. The 0-2 pitch, and that's taken in the dirt for a ball. $5 super chat if they win, says Jane. We'll play the Sixers song too if they win, because I think this is the win of the year. If they can hang on. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Wilson, and that is just low for ball 2. Let's get to 4,100 subscribers. We're at 4,060. Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wes Wilson, and the next pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. We're hoping that Castellanos is okay. Whew. Wilson walked his last time up. 3-2 pitch, and he grounds it foul. I mean, if you were to tell me that this team was down 6-1 heading into the second inning, I think a lot of people would have thought that you would have been crazy if the Phillies came back and won this game. 3-2 pitch. There it is. Line drive. Hit out over to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And for the second time tonight, Wes Wilson gets on base. And he is over at first. He gets on with a single with 2 outs. Be nice for them to try to get one more here as Bryson Stott is coming up to the plate. This will be Stott's 6th at-bat tonight. He is struck out, had an RBI double. He grounded out to short, doubled again, and then grounded into a double play. He is the 7th man to come on up, and the first pitch he sees is taken for strike 1 on the outside edge. Stott with a pair of doubles, and the 0-1. There's a foul ball hit over towards the left field side, and it goes to the play. Wes Wilson had second base, but it was just fouled by Bryson Stott. Phillies will play their second game of this series tomorrow at 3:07 p.m. Eastern Time. 0-2 to Stott. And the next pitch, and he fouls it away again. I got to tell you, these at-bats that the Phillies have been putting up today, just fouling off pitches and making these pitchers work, I got to give them credit for that. I really do. This offense has been so great. No balls, 2 strikes, throw back over to first, and Wilson is safe. Good pickoff move, though, by Burr on the attempt. Did we get over 300 likes yet, baby? Did we get over 300 likes? 0-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards center field, and it'll stay in the yard. Varsho's there will make the catch, and the inning is over. However, Kyle Schwarber hits his 3rd bomb of the night and gives the Phillies a 10-8 lead. And it looks like, I think Estevez will come on in to pitch the bottom of the 9th, you would assume. And he'll have to face 5, 6, and 7 in the Blue Jays lineup when we return. Wow. For those people that have been on here since that first inning, y'all deserve a special shout out, man. 36 more subscribers till we get to 4,100. Can we get there? Can we get there, ladies and gentlemen? We got 632 people tuning in. My name is Jason Joseph. I got to take this to the screen for a second. Let me go to that. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. I appreciate you all so much for tuning in. I do Phillies play-by-plays on here. I also do Sixers and Eagles play-by-plays as well. If you like my voice, if you like my style of play-by-play casting, it's like a radio play-by-play style, but we get to interact with you guys. I appreciate you all so much for being here. Hit that like button. You're more than welcome to super chat as well, and hit that subscribe button as well. 608. I think that's a record, guys. I think that's a record for the most people that we've ever had, so kudos to you. All right. Okay. All right. Now we're back to the live stream. Oh, I need a sip of water. Boy, do we have a lot to talk about when this game is done. We have a lot to talk about, but we got to get the 3 outs first. 28 hits and 18 runs scored between these two teams combined. Actually, 33 hits. It's a JJ clone. I got to cut those Schwarber home run calls. Keep the subscribers coming, baby. 1, 2, and 3 for Kyle Schwarber. That 9th inning home run was manly. That was a Schwarberian home run. All right, so let's see who's going to pitch the bottom of the 9th here. It'll be Matt Strahm still who's going to pitch. And I can understand why. Lefty on lefty still. And time called really quickly as Strahm is having a problem with his PitchCom device. Strahm has a 2.05 earned run average in 52 2/3 of an inning, along with 66 strikeouts and 11 walks allowed as well. If you guys did Super Chat and I missed it, I apologize. Hope Philly wins for $120. That'd be so sick, dude. All right. So bottom of the 9th. Here we are, baby. All right. First pitch on the way, and that is in there for strike one. Right down the heart and soul of the plate. Will Wagner does take a strike. The ball is 1 strike, and the next pitch, that is just high for a ball, and the count is now 1-1. We've been here all along, JJ. We just doing what Philly fans do. Love it. 1-1 pitch by Strahm, and that's on the outside corner. Called by Sean Barber for strike 2. Wagner 1 for 4 tonight. The rookie facing the veteran Matt Strahm. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off on the slider. Keep those subscribers coming. 28 more till we get to 41 hundo. One ball, 2 strikes to Wagner. The next pitch by Strahm is way up high for ball 2. Strahm is from West Fargo, North Dakota. He's 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighs 190 pounds, and has a .84 whip. The 2-2 pitch, high again for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes to Wagner. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That was a high fastball, and Wagner chased after it. It was at the eye level, and there's one away. Wow. That is a big out. And now it's Alejandro Kirk coming up to the plate. 2 for 4 on the night, Kirk is. First pitch, high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And here's the next pitch. And Strahm does not get the call there. It looked like it was a strike, barely, but not by much. It's a 2-0 count, though, to Kirk. 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss, is a fastball whizzed by Kirk. And he still is ahead. The count is now 2-1, though. 26 more subs so we get to 4,100. Let's keep going. Kirk will call for time. Two balls, 1 strike. Strom kicks and delivers. Another swing and a miss for strike 2. After being down in the count 2-0, the count is even at 2 apiece. And the next pitch, here it is, swing and a miss, back-to-back strikeouts by Strom. And just like that, the Blue Jays are down to their final out. Wagner and Kirk strike out, and now it's up to Addison Barger. Here we go. Final out. Here we go. First pitch, and that's taken by Jimenez for strike 1. No balls. 1 strike to Jimenez. Leo Jimenez, that is. Came on to pinch hit for Barger, and the next pitch, and that's taken high and inside for ball 1. The 1-1 delivery, inside and low for ball 2. Tyler Phillips just lasted 2/3, and this bullpen has gone 7 2/3 of an inning and has only allowed 2 runs. 2-1 pitch, and that is just low for ball 3. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, my guy. Appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much, Jason. Appreciate it very, very much. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jimenez up to bat, and the 3-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to deep left field, and that baby is gone. And that makes it 10-9. As Strom allows a line drive home run to Leo Jimenez, and Ernie Clement is coming up and is the tying run. That thing was smoked. It was right down the middle. And the game continues. Blue Jays not going down without a fight. And the pitch is taken for strike 1 to Ernie Clement. Who has singled twice today and is 2 for 4. Here's the next pitch, and that is in the dirt for a ball. 662 fans on here watching. And what has been a thriller of a ball game between the Phillies and the Jays. Back and forth. The 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul ball, and the Blue Jays are down to their final strike. Rally towels in the chat. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ernie Clement. Strom kicks and delivers. The pitch popped up, hit out over towards the first base side. Harper says he has it, and he'll make the catch. An improbable comeback by the Phils, who were down 6-1 after the first inning was over. They came back, they clawed, and finally got over the hump in the top of the 9th inning and escaped with a victory at the Rogers Center. Ring the bell, the Philadelphia Phillies win. 10-9, the Fightins are victorious. Oh, baby. I got him. I got him. I got him. Let's go! The Titans, baby! Stop your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia. 76ers, here they come. Oh, let's go. Oh, let's go. Here they come. Here come the Sixers. Let's go. Wow. Ugh, man. Wow. Wow. Whoever just gifted those memberships, thank you so much. I saw that, baby. I saw that. Ride or die, baby. They did it. That's the best win of the season. I don't think it's even close, bro. Do y'all remember? I said in the beginning when the Phillies blew a 5-run lead to the Seattle Mariners, I said that at the end of the first. And I figured. Steven, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. How can I sleep? Win of the season, they're back. They're back. This bullpen. I don't want to forget about the bullpen today. This bullpen was sensational. Oh, they were so good. Kyle Schwarber, obviously the MVP of the game. No doubt about it. There's no doubt. Trey Turner had a great day. Dude, Cody Clemens had a really nice at-bat. Rob Thompson won them this game again and outmanaged John Schneider. He did. That's what he did. That was awesome. Who would have thunk that they actually would have came back and won this game? I'll be honest with you. I don't really think a lot of people would have thought that. I just know that this team, when they catch fire, they are something special. Okay? I said in that Atlanta series, yes, the offense looked really bad. However, they won 3 out of 4 and they got the job done. This team is a ride or die team and they just feed off of vibes. Okay, and tonight was, I think, the game where they really got their groove back. I do. Matt Strom, I know he gave up the home run. He got the save. Orion Kirkland gets the win. This bullpen was fantastic today. I loved Taijuan Walker going out there for a couple of innings. I think that maybe he was left in there a little bit too long, but I've been talking to people and I've said he has to come out of the bullpen, and Rob did it. And Rob put him in a good spot. And really, I thought that Rob Thompson was a star tonight again. I do. I have to give him that. And the offense really did fantastic. Edmundo Sosa finally got on. Kyle Schwarber, man, if he is not our MVP, I don't know who is. I think Kyle Schwarber, I know that he has been really struggling. But Kyle, man, he has been the leader of this ball club. Give the leadership crown to Kyle Schwarber. That's who we need to have as the leader. He's been the most clutch person on this team. Oh, man. We know that they heat up, man. I never lost faith in the boys. We got a $5 donation from Steven. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate this. 365 people still tuning in. And we need 19 more subs for us to get to 4,100. It was never over for me. It didn't scare me when they were down 5-1. I've been there and I know that. Or 6-1. Imagine if this was at the bank. Oh my gosh. I know, I'm crazy. Rob pressed the right buttons tonight except too long with Walker. That's the only thing. But Rob did a great job overall. And his team got him the W. Whew. I got to celebrate that win. That was the win of the season, baby. And they're still 7 games above the Braves and the Mets. Magic number down to 18. Magic number down to 18, man. Amazing win and amazing stream, JJ. Guys, you're the best. I have a lot that I want to say. You know that the top 3 hitters tonight for the Phillies were 10 for 18. Schwarber drove in 6 runs for them. Bryson Stott had a couple of really nice at-bats, too. They chipped back into this game. The Blue Jays were leaking oil, and finally, I know that they had their chances. I know that they had their chances to try to come back and tie it, and they couldn't get over that hump. But when they did in the 9th inning, that was special. If you're a diehard Philly fan, it should never scare you. You're right. $5 donation from Jane Grammer. Does this win not fire you up? It really should. Such a great win by this team. I don't know what else you could have asked for. Even if you're a hater, or even if you criticize them, you have to be proud of the fight that they showed tonight. They showed me something tonight, says Larry. Thank you so much for the $5 dono. Thank you again. Megan Figueroa, thank you. I appreciate the $5 dono. I really do. Guys, you're the best. Pen has been awesome. The bullpen, give them credit, man. Really. This bullpen was fantastic today. Tyler Phillips is not the pitcher for the Phils to pitch in that 5. He's not. But this offense, man, ride or die. This performance can carry into September. The calendar month has flipped, and I think that they're back. They didn't show you that they were back tonight. I don't know what else that they need to do. They were back, man. I was even dreading doing this game because I was so looking forward to the Eagles on Friday, and I was like, oh, wait, the Phillies have to play today. I'm excited for tomorrow. JJ, thanks for the shout-out for gifting. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. 318 likes, that's the new record. Wait till the playoffs. Yep. And thank you so much for becoming another member, my guy. Appreciate it. Phillips is a rookie. You guys are too hard on him. Well, he can't pitch in this spot now because now we're in playoff contending mode. Let them know who the best team in baseball is. It's the Titans. Did the Brewers lose? Brewers are tied 4-4. It's in the top of the 12th. We're like a half game behind the Brewers. I subscribed. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. I really do. What a game. I can't believe that they won. Are y'all still shocked? I'm shocked. I can't lie. Dodgers are up 2-1. We need the Dodgers and the Brewers to lose, but that magic number going down to 18 for the division is all that it's all that matters to me. Let's take this series and the Marlins series and get back to CBP. I like that. I like that a lot. I feel excited now. I want to go run. Like, I want to go run through a brick wall after this win. Ugh. Kyle Schwarber, money on the line. I gotta bet my life on Kyle Schwarber, baby. I'm still buzzing from that Schwarber bomb. Dude, the grand slam against the Marlins was awesome, but I think that this was the home run of the year just because of the timing. Jeez, man. Like, the 3 homers against the Dodgers was special too, but again, this guy bench pressed this ball club. So, Phillies took advantage, and they got it. I subscribed and went to catch when I'm in the car and I can't watch on TV. Thank you, Nolan. I appreciate that, man. 24 wins to get a first-round bye. And the magic number goes down to 18 for the division. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Ugh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating bullets up here, man. I really am. Guys, on Thursday, we're going to start taking calls again, okay? Please join the Discord server, okay? We're going to be taking calls through Discord. And after each game, what we're going to do is we're going to have phone calls that we're going to take. Okay, I promised that we would do that in the month of September. It's going to start on Thursday. So join the Discord. It's in the description down below. Okay. Wow. That was awesome. That was freaking awesome. We all knew they would come back. Good. All right. Should I log off? I don't know what else to say after that, bro. I really don't. I don't know what else to say. I'm proud. I'm so proud of this team. They got to win tomorrow. Got to win tomorrow. Let's see who's on the mound tomorrow. Let's do that right now. The game begins at 3:07 p.m. Eastern Time. Christopher Sanchez is going up against Francis. Bowden Francis, honestly, has had a really good season. He went 7 innings his last outing, had 5 strikeouts. He's been their ace, man. He really has. I expect that the Phillies are probably going to struggle against him. But if Christopher Sanchez keeps you close and the Phillies can, beat them in like the 8th and then the 9th inning, telling you, they should still win this game. But I need Sanchez to pitch really well tomorrow. I think Schwarber's back. He came out of his slump tonight with an attitude, and he picked up his team. Dude, I don't want to forget about the Bryson Stott extended single into a double. Great heads-up play. Like, this team fought and clawed their way back. That you get an RBI fielder's choice from Nick Castellanos in that 3rd inning, and then Stott gets the RBI double. They have bases loaded. Sosa grounds into a fielder's choice, and you thought maybe that was the inning. Like, you thought that maybe that was it. Schwarber then answers back with a solo homer in the 4th, and now it's 6-4. And then you really think it's over after the 6th with the 2-run homer hit by Vladdy Guerrero Jr. But this team still battled. Sosa had the bases loaded walk. Schwarber had the RBI infield single, and then you had the RBI double, I think, the RBI fielder's choice ground out by Cody Clemens in the 7th inning, and they were still within reach. Then the 8th inning comes. You think that it's over after, Harper gets on with the leadoff walk, gets on with the leadoff single, Wilson walks, and then Stott grounds into the double play, and then Marsh grounds out to end the inning, and people still thought that the game was over then. And it took them until that 9th inning. Sosa had the big single. I got to give him credit for that. Clemens had the double over towards the first base side. And then Schwarber had the at-bat of the season. Jeez. The way Kyle fouled, then boom. Dude, he didn't just foul off pitches. He fouled one off of his ankle and was a man and got right back up. And I gave him the little applause there because that was huge. Like, he battled through that adversity in the guts of the game and did that. I'm sorry, like, this offense deserves love tonight, man. All right. I think I'm done. I need to go celebrate that. Look at Michael Barkan smiling and Ricky Batalico with a little fresh cut. He looks good, man. He does. He looks really good. Still 7 games above those Braves. Now I have to calm down, and I need to go to sleep. Good night, everybody. Good night, JJ. Love you and yours. You make my life manageable. I can't wait to see the highlights. I would have broke something if I watched it on TV. All right. Love you all, and I will catch you all on the next one. All right. See you tomorrow afternoon, 3:07 p.m. Eastern Time. I got to cut highlights now. Good night. See you all tomorrow. Lav Tov.